Hello. Oh, that's in the chat. I can't see the chat, so.
My microphone was muted. Belinda could hear me. Anyway,
Mm,
let's try that again. Can you hear me now? I forgot. I don't know why my microphone was muted. I'm telling you, this is the first time this laptop has been on since January. So I think I'm good now. Let's try that again. Can you hear me now? And can you hear Belinda? Make sure there's no echoes. Nobody sounds
hello.
underwater. Everybody's living their best lives. I'm a mess.
Yes, you are.
All right. Over Fricta. Hello. Dusty, am I good now? Stephanie, over. Am I good? Claudia, hello. Oh, God. Kate Winslet's in chat. GJ, are you trying to announce your 8-month pregnancy? Yes. Like BJ. Oh, so is BJ really pregnant? So
Jesus. Yes.
I've been out of the loop, and Belinda was trying to distract me the other day. She was like,
God.
bitch, BJ's pregnant. I said, no, she's not. So she really is?
Yes, like 6 fucking months.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Mm.
So she was pregnant when she was
Wow.
claiming to be sexually harassed by Clue and her man?
I guess.
Because that was like less than 6 months ago, right? Maybe it was
Yeah.
more.
Hmm.
Yeah, anyways.
I don't fucking know. Hell, they're all the time going to court and suing. It's the same as Girl World.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what's going on in Girl World right now, nor do I care.
Same. I don't know.
We'll get to that in a minute. I'll explain that in a minute or two. Uh, it has been a month. I mean, Belinda knows, but it has
Hmm.
been the last 2 weeks. Has it been even 2 weeks yet? When was Super Bowl Sunday?
I don't think so. It feels like 97 years.
I
But,
mean, this 1 month felt like 5 years.
oh my
Super
God.
Bowl
Yeah.
Sunday was February 8th. So yeah, it hasn't even been. Oh my god, it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet. No, that can't be
No,
right.
I
Hold
don't
on.
think so.
No, that can't be right.
It's
That
not
can't
been
be.
that
It has
long.
to be. Super Bowl Sunday must have been February 1st. Yes, because this all bullshit about the story I'm about to tell started on February 2nd. Yeah, okay. It's been almost 3 weeks, I think, about 2.5 weeks, and I'll explain in a minute of what two and a
90.
half weeks has been. But yeah, it feels like 10 fucking years, but it's definitely been 2.5 weeks because this did not start last week. This started the week before last. Distract me from everything I know. Okay, so I have not streamed since. I don't even know when that my last stream was. End of
I'm
January.
not quite sure how to
Oh,
help you with that.
Siri, shut up. So
Oh,
FYI,
Richmond. Yeah. I hate it.
what? Who we talking? Hate what? Siri?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't have Siri. Don't you have that trashy Walmart service? You get a
Yeah,
play
I have
discount,
a.
right?
I don't even want to say it because everybody's will turn on and so will my phone, but whatever.
You got that employee discount from Walmart. Service from
Exactly.
Walmart.
Yes. 5 finger discount. That's right, baby. For
Oh.
free.
So anywho, so speaking of streaming, all my live streams are gone for now. I had like a moment earlier today. I logged in the studio for the first time probably in over 2 weeks to like schedule this stream when I have to convince Belinda to go live with me because I was Belinda, I need to go live, but I'm not in like the right mindset to like stream about anything in particular. Like I'm not trying to do a topic right now. I said, well, just go live with me. I want to talk about the last couple of weeks because I know a lot of people still pay memberships, and I feel terrible that you idiots still haven't canceled your membership. But thank you so much for being idiots. I said I want to just kind of go live for a little bit and just chit chat, maybe invite people up. I don't know yet. So she was like, yeah, I'll do that. So I said, okay. So I logged in to set this up, and I was my homepage and studio showed me one of my last streams, and I said, oh, I don't want to see any of these trashy fucking people right now on my channel. I don't want to log in and see their ugly faces. I don't want to see their trash bag personalities. So I went on this like impulsive. I privated every single live stream I have. Now some they might come back, they might not. Frankly, I don't know. But after you hear the story I'm about to tell you, you'll see that this really just isn't a priority for me right now. By the way, OG Earthy,
Yeah.
thanks for joining Diet Fruit Flies, and Damn and Amber, thanks for being a member for 22 months. Pay attention to me, please. So I kind of was just like, I don't want to deal with street. I just don't want to deal with this shit right now. So I blocked everything. I privated it. I didn't delete it. I just privated it for now. And then, like I said, I might bring some stuff back. I don't know, but man, I just saw some faces that I was just like, I am too emotionally drained to be looking at these ugly motherfuckers. So everything's been privated. But at the end of the day, it might not come back. I don't know. We'll get to that later. So, okay. on Super Bowl. So Super Bowl weekend was, I think I just said February 1st, whatever 2 Mondays ago was. February 1st was
Yeah.
Super Bowl. So Monday, February 2nd, I was gonna go live because I think I did my last stream. I think was the Rachel Reacts Part 1, and I had this whole plan that I was gonna do the Rachel Reacts Part 2, and whatever. So March on February 2nd, which is Monday, I think I was gonna go live that night. I had errands to run in the morning. I took my dad to go do, you know, when you take your dad to like go scans and stuff. I'm sure you probably have to drive your parents to do like ultrasounds and other shit.
That is.
You also deal with that stuff too. So I had to take my dad to like an ultrasound or whatever, and we do all that, and I come home and I said, you know, I'm gonna stop by the veterinarian. And I said I have to make Dexter and Daisy's yearly physical appointments. So I stop in and I had to get Dexter's Cushing's disease. I think I told you guys. Well, I know you know, Belinda, right? That he has Cushing's, which is like diabetes for dogs.
Yeah.
Belinda, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I can't hear you. Is that me? Oh no, did I lose my headphones? Can you guys hear Belinda? Oh shit, nuggets.
Your fault.
Hold on. Can you guys hear Belinda? 1 second.
I can hear you.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Fucking YouTube live.
No, it's me. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right, now I can hear you. Say that. Talk again. All right, sorry. So you guys.
Like fucking YouTube live stream.
I know. Listen, I'm Rusty. You all shut the fuck up and mind your business. You guys can hear me now, right? Okay, cool. And you can hear me okay too?
Yeah.
All right. What I was saying was, so I don't know if you answered me or not, but I think I told you Dexter has Cushing's. I might have told the channel. I don't know, but I think I definitely told you, right? He has Cushing's, which is like, okay. So he's Cushionoid or some shit. I don't know. People say I'm kind of low. Oh my god, what is wrong with my life? Hold on. Oh boy. Okay, let's try that. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, cool. So I go to get his Cushing's medication, and I come home that morning, and you know, the dogs are happy or whatever, and I'm sitting on the couch situating my morning life, and Dexter comes over and he lays next to me, and I'm petting him or whatever, and then he gets up, and I notice there's blood on my couch, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, where's this blood coming from? And then I look, and there's blood like all over the couch that I just totally just didn't see at first. So I'm checking his paws, and I'm like, Dexter, where are you bleeding from? And I notice he's bleeding from his mouth. Like a lot. And I'm like, oh, buddy, did you cut your mouth on something? Like, what happened? So I pick him up, and I go right back to the vet, which thank God is close by. And I'm like, hey. And they're like, hey, you're back. I said, yeah. I said, I just made the appointment for Dexter. And Dexter's appointment was going to be the next day. Like, he literally was supposed to come back the next day for his physical. And I want to start this story off by saying Dexter's alive and well. I guess I should probably say that now because I don't want people thinking that I'm leading into a Dexter death story. But let me tell you, we came close, as Belinda will attest to. So I take him in, and this is Monday the 2nd, and I'm like, you know, hey, Dexter's mouth is all bloody. I don't know what's going on. And they're like, well, take a look at him. You know, go home, whatever. So I go home, and my vet calls. We have 3 vets, and they rotate, and they're all super nice people. And the vet calls. And she's like, hey, you know, we think we see a mass in his mouth, but we can't get to it because his side of his mouth, I guess, was very swollen, which you can't really see because he's such a furry little fucker. And he had been eating fine. Like, he didn't show any signs of distress or anything, but they were like, the side of his mouth is super swollen and we see a mass. Or we think it's a mass. We want him to come back for a dental procedure so we could take a closer look. But we can't fit you until Friday. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go in and I'm like, you really can't do anything sooner than Friday. Like, this concerns me. And they're like, well, they gave me antibiotics, a bunch of other shit, and this Chinese herb, which is like supposedly supposed to help dogs stop bleeding or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know if I believe it or not, but it looked, they gave it to me. I Googled it, whatever. So I take him home. Yeah. I don't know if they've ever given you Chinese herbal shit over in the mountains, but I was kind of surprised to get that. Yeah, I was like, Chinese herbs, whatever. I'll look up the name and I'll post it on Twitter. So I come home, and that night I was hosting my Game of Thrones, whatchamacallit, Night of the Seven Kingdoms weekly viewings, because you know me, I love a good party. And my friends are over, and they're helping me feed him his pills, and he's just leaving a trail of blood everywhere. And at one point, it was like so gushing out of his mouth, like gushing. So I said, we're gonna sleep in the living room tonight because I want him, it's a tile floor, leather couch, and it's just he has more room to walk around. So we go to bed, and the next morning I wake up and there's blood dripping to the water bowl, blood dripping back, blood under my recliner, blood on the couch. So I called the doctor that day and I'm like, listen, I said, I understand you can't fit me until Friday. I said, but if you can't get me till Friday, I have to take him to an ER. I said, this can't be good, And they were like, well, have you given him the Chinese herbals? And I'm like, yeah, I'm giving him that shit. It ain't doing nothing for him. And he just looked miserable, didn't want to eat nothing. So then they're like, well, we could fit him in tomorrow. So I said, oh, okay. The Asian Kush. Shut up, Kate Winslet. Kate say he's on the Asian Kush. So
yes.
So they're like, can you bring him tomorrow? I said, absolutely. So I called a couple ERs, and here's where I went horribly wrong. My vet thought it was a dental issue. Spoiler alert, it was not technically a dental issue. We'll get to that in a minute. So when I'm calling these emergency rooms, I'm like, hey, what's up, Tone? Is that Tone? I was just thinking about you the other day. That's crazy that you're here, because I think I logged into Discord to... no, it couldn't have been Discord. I logged in somewhere and your name, maybe on Snapchat. I don't fucking remember. I logged in somewhere. Your name was there. And I was like, oh, whatever happened to Tone? Good to see you. Anywho. So, what was I saying? So I called a couple ERs and I'm like, my dog has dental issues. And they all were like, well, dental issue is not really an emergency. Like, we can see him, but, we usually do critical cases and we're not sure what we can do for a dental issue. You might be better. We're probably not going to be able to do anything more for you than your vet's going to do tomorrow. So I said, okay, no worries, whatever. So I spend the whole day Tuesday, the 3rd, following around the house, mopping up all this blood. And it's just blood. I'm like, I'm getting really upset and I'm not eating at this point. And spoiler alert, I lost about 15 pounds, I think, in a week and a half. Spoiler alert, that's when it started.
Not a diet you want to be on, though.
No, not a diet you want to be on. So I get through that night, blood everywhere again. I take him in the morning, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's got cancer. They're going to go in there. They're going to find this massive tumor. I got to put my dog down. I'm emotional. I start shutting down. People are texting me. I'm not responding to texts. So I drop him off at the vet. And then about an hour after I drop him off, the phone rings. And then it's the vet. And I'm like, oh, that's it. Here we go. Cancer. He had a stroke. Like, I'm already thinking the worst. I'm like, hey. And my doctor's like, listen, we can't do any procedure on him today because he has little to no platelets. And I'm like, okay. I said, give it to me. Like, explain that to me. What do you mean? He was like, well, he can't clot. The reason why he's gushing blood is because he does not have platelets in his system to clot. I said, well, why does that happen? And they said, well, he could have an immune deficiency disease called ITP, which is immune thrombocytopenia. So I'm like, oh my God, okay, what the fuck does that mean? They were like, it means that his immune system has turned on itself. His immune system started killing his own platelets. And when that happens, your blood cells start getting destroyed and you start bleeding in like micro bleeds all around your body because your system is no longer able to clot yourself. So she tells me, we were looking at his skin under his fur, and he has all these little pinpoint bruises that you really wouldn't know are bruises. They look like like birthmarks, I guess. But now that we know what's going on, he appears to be internally bleeding in multiple spots in his body. And I'm like, well, is this thing treatable? And they were like, yeah, come on into the office. So I go into the office, and he's looking okay. And I'm like, so what do we do? They were like, well, the treatment is you give him an immunosuppressant drug, and that suppresses the immune system to get it to stop attacking his own platelets and blood cell. And then we give steroids, which are supposed to supposed to increase production of red blood cells, and hopefully once we could do that, his platelets will be free to do what they need to do and they'll stop all the bleeding and blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, so I leave on Wednesday a little hopeful, like, okay, he's got something treatable. And she told me this is something that's going to take a while. It's not a quick turnaround. Like it's like weeks, sometimes months of full recovery, but it's a heavy heavy treatment plan, lots of steroids, lots of immunosuppressant drugs, and the fact that he has Cushing's might complicate things, but I'm optimistic, she says. Okay, great, cool. So I take him home that Wednesday, and I send a text to everybody, and I'm like, hey, sorry I disappeared, to my friends offline.
Yeah, fucking finally.
Well, no, I didn't text you yet. I ignored you later.
Oh,
I
you
didn't. No, I might have. I hadn't started ignoring you yet. I probably told you kind of what was happening at this point, but it got way worse after. So this wasn't even the worst part yet. So I text people who knew, and I'm like, hey, Dexter's got this immunotherapy, thrombosis, something or other, ITP, but he sounds like he's going to be okay. He's just got to be pills for a long time and steroids and blah. Okay, cool. So they say to me, we want to bring him back in tomorrow, which was Thursday, just so we can, see how he does at night. So I take him home, and he's still bleeding a lot. But I'm like, okay, like they told me this is going to take time for the platelets to plate themselves or whatever. So I go back in Thursday, and he sees my other vet. And he spends the day there, and they're giving him like his medication and stuff. And he's eating a little bit of food. Yeah, that's exactly what he had, Dirty Uncle Sal. Immunothrombocytopenia, whatever the fuck it's called. So I go in Thursday, and I drop him off Thursday morning, and the doctor's like, I'm going to run a quick blood cell count on him. And I'm like, okay. I'm sorry, no, I lied. Wait, was it Thursday? Yes, I'm sorry. So on Thursday morning, I drop him off, and there's this thing called a PCV. I think it's like the percentage of red blood cells you have. On Monday, your number should be over 50 for a dog. On Monday, he was 44. On Tuesday, by Wednesday, he was 20. Thursday morning, they do the quick test while I'm there, and he's at 17. I said, what does that mean? They were like, it means that his bleeding is happening quicker than his body can repair itself. I'm like, okay, so what does this mean? He's like, well, if he gets down to 12, that's a blood transfusion number. 8 is death. So I literally have this panic. Belinda, my face went numb, my lips, my fingertips, my feet. I thought I was gonna and I was hiding it. I didn't want him to see me, but I had a full on panic attack. I'm like, so what do we do? They were like, we'll spend another day here giving him fluids. We'll give him his medications. But if he hits 12, he's gonna need a blood transfusion. So he spends the whole day there on Thursday, the 5th. At end of day Thursday, because my vet doesn't keep dogs overnight, I go to get him, and he's like, he went down to 15.9. So I said, okay. I said, so 17 to 15.9 is 1.1. I said, is that promising? He was like, it's slower than what it was, because Monday was 44, then it dropped to 24, then it dropped 3. So on Thursday, it drops 1. So he's thinking maybe, it's slowing down. Okay, cool. So I take him home, and he sleeps. I put him in the bed, and he's just restless. OG Earthy, member for 4 months. Thanks for joining. But I thought you just rejoined. I don't know. But thanks again, Earthy. So he's restless the whole Thursday night, and I just can't sleep. You can just tell he's uncomfortable. And his gums are white, which they tell you to look out for if your dog's losing blood. So they say bring him back tomorrow morning. We'll recheck his blood. So I bring him back Friday morning, the 6th, and I drop him off at opening time, and I come home, and then they call me, and they were like, he's at 12. And I was like, okay. So he dropped 3 from overnight. They were like, he needs a blood transfusion, and he needs ones fast. So they coordinated with an emergency room near me that had bags of his blood, or I don't know if they have different blood. Apparently, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you have dogs, you can bring them in to be blood donors. I had no fucking clue. You can bring
really?
Yes, that's how they got blood for Dexter, because they had blood. They have a bag or two at this. I'm not going to say the name because motherfuckers will take this story and still find a way to be the cunts they are. So take him here. We're gonna call. And we're gonna let the doctor on call know, who we're very tight with, that you're coming. So just put him in the car, bring him up. This is about a 10-minute drive. So I put him in the back seat, and I drive him 10 minutes to this emergency room, and they're waiting for me. And the doctor looks, and it's so depressing. You have to fill out these forms, and they ask you, do you want us to do CPR on your dog? And I'm sitting there with tears in my eyes. I'm like, no, I don't want him to suffer. I'm just so upset. And mind you, I don't want to tell my dad any of this because like my dad loves these dogs, but Dexter's like his grandbaby. Like, and I have to take my dad to, because on that Monday I took him for that scan. That Friday was the follow-up appointment to discuss the scan. So I'm at the ER and I'm like, I can't stay too long. I got to pull myself together and take my dad to the doctor. I don't want him to see me upset because, you know, my dad's 80. I don't need to be giving him a heart attack. You know, we need him, my mother, all this other shit going on. So I drop him off. I fill out all these forms and I clean myself up and I go get my dad. And he's like, how's my babies? I'm like, they're good. They're good. They're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And I tell the doctor, I said, if you call me and I don't answer, it's because I'm with my dad and I don't want him to know because I don't want him to get upset. So I take him to his doctor's appointment and I'm pretending like everything's fine. All right, Dad, I'm going to go home now. Bye. I drop my father off. I go running back and the doctor calls and she's like, you know, we just did a whole look up on him, check up on him. She's like, and I got to say, I'm concerned. You know, he's lost a lot of blood. He has pretty much no platelets. His spleen is enlarged. She pretty much was saying like, I don't know if he's going to make this. And they have a sister emergency room that's an hour away that specializes more in this disease. And they don't have that level of critical care at this location. They're like, but we'll give him the blood and we have a bag of platelets. We're going to give him the platelets and, you know, we'll see how he does here tonight. But she's like, honestly, like he looked terrible. I mean, he just looked terrible. And I was preparing all day on that Friday. Like, this is the end. I told my sister, this is going to be it. I already know. Like, he looked so bad. Like, when the doctor took him, he was like limp and they put like the IV in him and whatever. So she's like, we're going to do the blood. And so they called me at like 2 or 3 p.m. on that Friday. And she's like, hey, you know, this is Dr. Whatever. We've given him a bag of blood. He's almost done with the transfusion. And they were like, his PCV's back up to 22, which 24, 22 or 24. Oh, I'm sorry, no, they didn't have the PCV yet. They said his gums are getting, you know, pink again and like not purple, but like the pink color. And he's definitely perking up, but that's to be expected because, you know, we're replacing a lot of blood that he's lost and we're going to pump him with these immunotherapy drugs. And they even gave him a chemotherapy drug. There's a chemotherapy drug, starts with a V. If anyone here sadly has experience with cancer, you probably know what drug is. I can't remember the name. It starts with a V. And what it does is they give it to chemotherapy patients to expedite the creation of platelets to help chemotherapy patients recover. So we're going to do all this for him and, you know, we're going to see what happens. So he's gone all day Friday and this emergency room, by the way, is so cute. They send you pictures every night and every morning. So I would get a photo like at night, good evening from Dexter with a heart, and it was him in the cage. And he looked so sad. And then you'd get a good morning, whatever. So they called me that Friday night and she's like, you know, I've got good news. I said, okay. She's like, we retook his PCV. It's at 24. She goes, but you know, that's to be expected with the high, with the blood we just gave him. She's like, but we are seeing his white blood cell count is increasing and his bone marrow is doing what it's supposed to do. I learned so much shit about people and dogs. Apparently your bone marrow is what releases like your platelets, I guess, or what generates. I didn't fucking know any of this shit. And we see his bone marrow releasing platelets. So I said, okay. She goes, so we're going to observe him overnight and we'll call you in the morning with an update. So they get observed. We're going to observe him and I get my little good night photo from Dexter. So I text everyone again, hey, sorry I was MIA. Dexter's doing really good. He got a blood transfusion, whatever. So then Saturday morning comes, and this is the 7th, and I get a call at 7 a.m. from the night doctor. It's a guy who I wasn't a huge fan of his bedside manner. And he's like, this is Dr. So-and-so, the night doctor. And he was like, listen, we just retested Dexter's PCV. It's back down to 19. I said, okay. I said, is that to be expected? He was like, you know, it's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. They were like, obviously, we want him to retain more blood, but he's obviously, we can see you single, but obviously he's losing blood, and we don't know how quickly he's losing it. I would recommend you take him to our sister ER in this other town or whatever. So I'm not a huge fan of the guy, and I said, could you have the other woman, when she comes in like an hour, just call me? Sure, no problem. So she calls me an hour later, and she's like, hey, I hear you're interested in transferring him to the other emergency room. And I said, I'm not interested in doing shit. I said, he told me to do that. I'm asking you because the day before this all happened, my vet said to me, she said, I've seen a lot of, obviously she goes, I've seen a lot of dogs who are ready to go. If that, like she has seen dogs who they're just ready. Like she knows it. She goes, and I'm looking at Dexter and I don't see a dog that's ready to go. And she goes, I'm not going to fault you or judge you if you decide to make that decision, because if this is not treated, he's going to die. She goes, and the treatment is very expensive. She goes, I'm not going to fault you for that. And I'm like, I don't care about the fucking money right now. I said, does this dog have a chance? And she goes, I think he does. So the next day when I'm talking to the emergency room vet, I said, this is what Dr. So-and-so told me yesterday. Do you feel this way too? Because I don't want to pick this dog up, drag him an hour in by car, just to prolong his suffering. Like if this is the end, I have to accept it. Because I know dogs are not going to live forever. Like it's going to happen sooner or fucking later. Yeah. Sadly, it's just we all know that. Like that, I know that. But I don't want to be selfish, right? I don't want to prolong his misery. And I'm like, and so the doctor says the same thing. I wouldn't recommend euthanasia for this dog. I would take him to this other location. We have a doctor there. They gave me her name. She specializes in immune diseases. I would take him there. So my sister was out of town. So I'm on the phone with my sister. She's bawling her eyes out and I'm getting upset. And she's like, I'm going to call. So she calls her husband and was like, can you go with my brother for a ride? Because we don't know what's going to happen when I get there. Like I could drive an hour to be told this dog needs to be put down. And I'm going to want the company to come back. Like I don't want to drive an hour alone, an hour back. So thankfully he's like, I'll come. Can we stop at Chick-fil-A first for some breakfast? I'm like, you fucking fat ass. So I said, sure.
Oh, hell no.
He laughed. That's fine. I bought him Chick-fil-A. He got his little chicken biscuit sandwich and whatever the fuck else he bought. So we go pick up the dog from this location, and I get there and I say to the nurse, have you seen him? And she goes, yeah, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Like he looks good considering. So he actually walks into the waiting room on a little leash, very slowly, but he walks in very slowly. And I'm like, hey, buddy. Yeah. And he's just looking at me all sad and depressed. And I'm like, oh, Bub, I'm so sorry. So I pick him up. I gather all my things, make my payment, of course, payment number one of many. And yeah, so much money. And I put him in the back seat and we lined it with those pee-pee pads because he was still bleeding at this point from his mouth. And I drive him all the way an hour away. So we get to this other location. And I talked to the doctor, super nice lady. Not even lady, young woman. Like I think she was younger than me. But very hard to read, right? Just very professional. So I talked to her technician and then she comes in. And she goes over this plan. Okay, we're thinking 3 to 5 days hospital stay. Hey, Eden and everybody else. We're going to do multiple blood transfusions, immunotherapy drugs, this chemotherapy drug, high dose of steroids, anti-nausea medication. So I'm trying to get a read from her, like, are you doing this hoping for the best? Are you doing this because you want to make me feel better? Are you doing this because there's a chance? And I asked her that. I said, look, I don't want this dog to be here I don't want my dog's final days to be in a cage, right? Like, I don't want him to go through all this and then he dies. Because it's just like, I'd rather him come home and I call one of those services, right? That comes to your house. I'd rather, if he's going to die, I don't want him dying in a fucking cage an hour away. Yeah, so same. She's like, no, I think we have a good chance. She goes, but obviously there's no guarantees. But, I think there's a chance. So, of course, I fork over my fucking credit card. I'm like, let's go. I give him the credit card. And I say goodbye to him and I come home. And she had said to me, there's 2 versions of ITP. There's a version with no underlying cause, which is much easier to treat. Still not always curable, with it still a chance of relapse. And then there's the version of underlying cause, which usually is fatal. She goes, so did your vet scan him? I said, I'm pretty sure we checked him. There's no cancer, but they scanned him again. So I get home and I'm an hour away. The phone rings. I'm like, oh my God, please don't tell me I got to come back. So she's like, hey, we did scan him. We're not seeing any tumors. We don't see any masses. We're not seeing any major bleeds. Like he's not like his liver hasn't ruptured or anything, but it seems to be the first non-secondary cause. So that's easier to treat. Again, no guarantees, but better chance than if they found a tumor on his pituitary gland. Is that how you say pituitary? Yeah. Whatever. I think. So I'm like, okay. So all day Saturday goes by and they give him another. So on Saturday they give him another blood transfusion, and Saturday night I get my photo. Sunday morning I get my photo. Then I get the call. Hey Frank, his blood's going down again. We're gonna give him another blood transfusion. This is number 3 now. So on Sunday the 8th, he's getting his 3rd blood transfusion. Okay, and how's his demeanor? He's okay. He's not. He hadn't eaten since Thursday at this point. And if you guys know Dexter, he's a fat ass, right? I'm talking to you, buddy. He's under my feet right now. I'm just gonna pet him really quick.
Don't be talking about that baby like that.
I know. Just telling this story makes me want to reach down and just give him a little pet. So Sunday, so this is when I start to shut down. So I told Belinda on Friday what was going on. Your channel is next, I think I told on Friday. By Sunday, I'm done talking to everybody. That's Belinda, your channel is next. And people in my life, like my friends are going ignored. I'm not taking call. I'm now in a deep state of depression. I'm not eating. I'm ignoring all poor Belinda. Hey, are you alive? Hey, how's Dexter? And I couldn't, like, I was in such I could not focus. I didn't want to talk about it. I just didn't want to talk. So my sister, bless her heart, was like my public relations specialist with everybody outside of like YouTube, like my friends, my family. Like she was handling everything. Like I would tell her what was going on, and she had group chats going, because I could not function. I could not deal. So finally Sunday afternoon and night, my friend, how did I end up? My friend messaged me. She's like, I hear you're not eating. You really need to eat. Why don't you just come over? Her husband's going to make smash burgers. We'll sit outside. Like, you got to eat. So I was like, you know what? I have to eat something. So I go to her house and I have this delicious burger. And then my phone rings and it's the vet doctor. And she's like, the same story all over again. He got his blood transfusion. His numbers dropped. And he has little to zero platelets. So I'm like bawling on the phone. I'm like, is this normal? And she says immunosuppressant drugs can take 5 to 7 days before they actually start working. She goes, so technically it's still early. So she gives me the same spiel. I will not judge you if you want to put him down. And I think they do that because a lot of people just don't want to spend the money or can't spend the money. I don't know. And I said, I don't want to put him down if you're telling me it's too early. She goes, I think he needs a couple more days of this. So I said, so you're not concerned that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on his 3rd day in the ER, second ER, but second day in the second ER, 3rd day ER in general, you're not worried that his blood is dropping so low again and he needs more blood? And she's like, no, I've seen cases worse than this recover. So I'm bawling at my friend's house. I'm like, okay. I said, then just give him, the platelets and blah, 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 blah. So that Monday morning comes along, and this is February 9th. So now this is 7 days after his mouth bleed. She calls me. She's like, his number dropped to 15. So that's that red blood count cell number. And, it was 24 last night. So he lost 9 overnight. I said, okay. She goes, I think you should come in here and we should start talking about possible decisions. So, of course, I'm like freaking out.
Lord.
So she goes, I think you should come see him and I think we should discuss decisions. So I call my sister and she's like, I'll come with you. I said, okay. So I drive the hour on Monday to go see him, and it takes hours. We're there for hours waiting because, and I don't want to complain because a case came in that was very critical. And all hands were on deck. Like this, I hated being there, Belinda. The amount of people I saw walking out of rooms crying, it was so fucking.
Oh
depressing.
God, I can't. Yeah,
Belinda, it was a dog coming in on like a table. I couldn't even take it anymore. So I told them, I said, it's fine. I know you guys have a critical case. Like I can wait. So finally, we got there at 2, 5:15, 5:30. I want to say the technician comes out with Dexter, and he had just gotten another blood transfusion. And he looks good because he had gotten the blood transfusion. So whatever. But I said to the technician, she's like, listen, Dr. So-and-so is really, really busy. She can call you later, but she's doing a surgery, but I can answer any questions you have. So I said, okay. I said, what's his platelet count? And she goes, he has 0. He had 0 platelets. This was Monday the 9th. He did not have 1 fucking platelet in his body. So I'm like, so he's just going to bleed out again. She goes, well, the hope is that the suppressant drugs kick in. And Monday night, he was getting his 4th dose. So technically, after Monday night was day 4. And I said to her, I said, I keep hearing this 5 to 7 thing, sometimes up to 15 days. She goes, that is true. She goes, She goes, I know it sounds really bad that he has no platelets. She goes, but technically, it could still take a couple more days for his platelets to appear. She goes, but again, you know, that's a decision you have to make. If you can't continue, we're not going to judge. They keep saying that to you over and over again. And I think they're trying to make you feel better, like if you don't want to spend the money. But at this point, I'm like, take my fucking credit cards. I don't give a fuck. So I said, so if this was your dog, and mind you, his tail's kind of wagging. He wouldn't eat, but he was licking my nose. And it's because the blood transfusion like would give him like a bounce of energy. Like he would feel so good after a blood transfusion, but then he would slowly lose the blood and he would become lethargic or whatever. So I'm looking at my sister. I'm like, I can't put this dog down looking this way because he looked good minus the loss of appetite. And he wasn't like, you know, full of energy, but you know, he was licking me and his gums were pink because he had just gotten fresh blood. And my sister's like, I think you should give it the 5 days. Just give it 5 days. She goes, and I think if after 5 days, make that decision. She goes, but he's getting his 4th dose tonight. Tomorrow's technically day 4. Why don't you just wait? I said, yeah, I can't put a dog down that looks happy. Like I always expected if I was going to put a dog down, he was going to look like death, right? Like just, he was going to make it easier for me. You know, you want your dog to look dead, I guess, to make you feel bad. I know that doesn't always happen, but that's what I was hoping for. So I had a pep talk with him, and this was Monday the 9th. I grabbed his little face, and I said, buddy, I cannot put you down like this. I said, I need you to make a decision. I said, I need you to either get better or to get worse. I said, because I don't know what to do for you. It so sucks because they don't talk to you. You know, like you don't know if they're miserable, like whatever. So I give him that pep talk, and the technician pulls me aside, bless her heart, and she goes, I want to thank you for doing what you're doing for him, because I think a lot of owners would have put him down 2 days ago. Like she goes, I don't think a lot of owners would give him this much time. And, you know, and again, it's a lot of people just don't want to spend that money, and I get it, whatever. She goes, but thank you for giving him a fighting chance, which, oh my God, I almost started crying in front of her. And I was like, thank you for saying that, because I'm struggling with what to do here. So I give him a little kisses and I tell him, you know, you got to make a decision, buddy. I cannot do this like this. Either get better or don't, but just please help me here because I can't keep affording to give you blood transfusions the rest of your life. It's not fucking cheap. So anyway, so I come home Monday night, very somber drive. I'm depressed as fuck. And the next morning, and they always told you that we'll do updates between 10 and 12. No news is technically good news. So there's nothing worse than waiting for 2 calls a day, because you wait for that morning call, not knowing if it's going to be good news or bad news, and then it's bad news, he lost blood. And then the nighttime you get the call, it's good news because they gave him a transfusion, he looks good. Then the next morning you wait, and then the phone rings and it's bad news. So that Tuesday morning I'm going through like, and I don't think I had eaten in days at this point. I was having protein shakes. Yeah. What else? I think I had protein shakes, and I might have had a couple eggs, and that was it. Like I was just not eating. Daisy don't give a fuck about nothing, by the way. In case you're all wondering how was Daisy doing, she don't give a fuck about any of this. Daisy was just living her best life, getting an extra treats, had the couch to herself. I was like, do you not realize your brother's not here? Anywho. So Tuesday morning I wake up and I'm just like waiting for that call, and I'm waiting, and my sister's texting me, have they called you? Have they called you? Have they called you? I was like, no, I will tell you when they call. So at like 9:58, the phone rings. This is Tuesday the 10th. I'm like, yes. Mr. TheGGround, whatever. Not like you all don't know my fucking name anyway. We have some good news. I said, okay. He has 49,000 platelets. I said, what? They were like, yeah, he had 0 last night. We tested this morning. He's at 49,000. His PCV stayed steady from 23 to 21. And that's to be expected because now that he has platelets. Oh, Belinda, is that you? Oh, my bad. Oh, God. Sorry, headphones users. So I'm like, so is that a good sign? And she's like, yeah. She goes, usually when dogs get platelets and crash back, it's like 8,000 or 9,000 platelets. It's pretty miraculous that he made 49,000 overnight. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if him seeing me the night before. And she said, you know what? A lot of people drop their dogs here and never come to visit. She goes, it very well could have been him seeing you was like, oh, I wasn't abandoned. And it gave him like the will to fight. You know, I don't know. Who knows? But he wakes up. So I'm in a great mood. But of course, now I'm thinking, okay, will it stay? So now I go from come on, Dexter, make platelets and conserve your blood, to come on, Dexter, don't lose platelets. Hopefully nothing terrible happens. So that night I get a call, and his PCP had dropped to like 20. But again, they were like, that's fine. He still has a lot of bleeds to fix. But we only test platelets once a day. And I'm like, okay. So I go to bed. He gets a little photo from him. Wednesday we get up, last Wednesday. He has 68,000 platelets. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus. And his blood, his PCB stayed steady at 20. Hold on, wait. So I went to, I lied, hold on. They called me Tuesday, told me it was 49,000 platelets. I went in and saw him on Tuesday. I spent the whole afternoon with him in a room. Then his blood went to 21. Wednesday, his blood was stable around 20, 21. And they said, because his platelets are so high, the doctor thinks he can come home. He's at 69. And I'm like, oh my God, are you sure? They're like, yeah, he seems to be doing good. So I go back in on Wednesday, and I said, I don't want to take him home until you check his blood again. And can we, I'll just come at like 1 o'clock, and I'll hang till 4, because 4 o'clock is when they do the blood draw. Do you mind? They're like, no, come on in. So I go, I play with him all afternoon. He's like a totally different dog. And 4 o'clock comes along, and she comes in. She goes, good news. His blood count, his PCB went up to 24. So for the first time since all of this started, he made and retained red blood cells. So I'm like, oh my God, thank God. So he comes home, and there's so much medication, Belinda. I mean, it's like dealing with my parents. I have a schedule of medication. Yeah. So I come home, and the vet's like, we want to see him. Can you bring him Friday? So Thursday, he's pretty good, but he still has the runs, like bad. And the runs are still black. They're black and tarry because he had melena, which is pretty much bloody stools, and that's what happens with this disease. And they said it's going to take time to clear up. So I take him in Friday, and he spends the day there, and they give him fluids and all this other stuff, and he perks up and whatever. So he comes home. The whole weekend, I cooked all weekend long. I invited people. We had a Dexter is Alive party all weekend last week, and I made penne vodka with shrimp. I made lasagna. I made bolognese, and everyone's loving on Dexter. But he's still kind of like, kind of wants to eat, kind of doesn't. And he said it's going to take a while for that to fix itself. So then this last Monday, I take him in for his checkup, and he has 500,000 platelets. I'm like, wow, he went from 69 to 500,000. But now, and he's still pooping, he's still crazy runs, crazy bloody diarrhea. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they were like, well, that's going to take time to resolve itself. But now he's got pancreatitis. I can't.
What the fuck?
His pancreas is so inflamed from everything. And because his immune system is suppressed, it's not healing as fast as it should. So I've spent every day at the vet this week adjusting his medication. We lowered his steroids a little bit. Now he's on like Pepto-Bismol for dogs. It starts with an M. I can't remember the fucking name of the drug. And he has to eat a low-fat diet, which was a struggle. But I finally found a brand he likes. It's Royal Canin, low-fat GI. And it's actually hard food. Like he crunches it. He loves it. And he started the Pepto yesterday, I want to say. And he started the low-fat diet yesterday, and like last night, he slept all night, no accident. We've been sleeping on I haven't slept in my own bed in fucking a week and a half. We slept on the couch, and he slept on the floor under me. No accidents on the pad, no diarrhea, and all day today he's been peppy. He's been really good today. His appetite is back, and he loves this low-fat fucking food. Thank God, because he was eating fresh fat before, which I didn't realize how fatty and disgusting and bad it is for dogs. I didn't know. They've been eating it for years, and they love it.
What was it?
It's Fresh Pet.
Oh, was that? I thought that was supposed to be like the better choice.
No, it's high. The fat content is so high. And poor Daisy is now on diet by what's that word called? By proxy. Because I'm like, listen, bitch, you're done too. And she's like, what? I said, you're done too. You're done. The Rachel Ray treat's garbage. All of it's going in the garbage. The whatever. But she actually has, because I have to feed him more because he's on the medication. He has to have a little bit of food every time he eats. So she's been like losing her fucking mind. Like, why does Dexter get all this food? Why does Dexter get all this food? Why does Dexter get all... Oh no, Dusty. Dexter lost 5 pounds. He looks so skinny. Picking him up now is like, oh my god, you can feel his little bones. It just makes me so sad, but he's healthy now. Well, his pancreas still needs to be
He's
dealt
probably at a
with.
healthy weight, to be honest.
Honestly, he
How do you
probably
feel
is.
with a whiner? Like Oscar whines all the time. I'm hungry. What do you do?
With who? Daisy?
Like no, like Oscar when he's whining because he wants a snack because he's sport. He's a fatty,
That's not it, Earthy.
and I give in.
Well, they haven't really been whining. Earthy, that's not the one. I can always run to the kitchen and let Belinda tell you a story in a minute or two, and I'll tell you what it's called. It's in the kitchen. So I just haven't been giving it to them. Like, I don't know. I just haven't. They love that. So I decided to try to give a little bit of the dry food. So Dexter does not like the wet food. They call it loaf. LOAF. I guess it's a loaf. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard that name before. He doesn't like it mixed. He just likes the dry food, and he's been devouring it, which tells me he's feeling better because he had been throwing up undigested food because his pancreas was so swollen, he couldn't keep food.
Yeah.
But now, like yesterday and today, he's been devouring, no vomiting, no diarrhea. So I'm hoping the fact that I eliminated all of these shitty treats, that hopefully his pancreas is healing. But now Daisy, we come inside from outside, and Daisy just stands there. And she's like, this is the part where I get something delicious. I'm like, not anymore, bitch. No, it's not. You're done. You're done. So I have these little lean treats.
See, Oscar, he will just whine and cry and beg. You know?
No, they don't really whine. They just look at me. Like today, he was screaming at me about or mid-afternoon, and I think because he was like his hunger is actually like now he's getting hungry now, and that's when he starts. So now he's kind of getting mad about it, but he's on this thing called sucralfate, which is you have to make it into a slurry and shoot it down his throat, which is so much fun. And it coats your stomach, and the point of it is to prevent him from getting ulcers and stomach bleeds because it's the last thing he needs right now. And he can't eat for 2 hours after I do it because it has to coat your stomach and sit there and heal it. So about an hour after I gave it to him, it was just bark, 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 bark because he wanted food, which is a great sign.
Yeah.
But I was like, dog, do not make me regret this, buddy. Do not make me regret saving your life because now you're getting on my nerves. But no, Daisy's been
take him home and kill him. Motherfucker.
Exactly. The carrots, Jesse, Dexter kind of likes them. Daisy wants nothing to do with them. But I did buy carrots. I bought apple slices. I have these lean treats. I have these pill pockets, which are high in fat, but they're okay to give like once a day because I need them to get some of the pills down his throat.
Oscar won't even eat those.
Dexter
this motherfucker.
Thank God.
Oscar will not. Absolutely not.
So everybody's on a diet now. I lost like this 15, 16 pounds. I think I gained like 2 back since I started eating again while I was dealing with all this. And then Dexter and Daisy are on diets now. So now when I give Dexter his food throughout the day, I give her just a little handful of the dry food as her little treat because it's low fat. And then I give these lean treats to them occasionally. But Daisy's on a diet now too. She's fucking pissed. I was like, sorry, Mama. You're none of that garbage. I threw away so much Rachel Ray. I didn't throw it away. I'm going to. Although I should probably actually bring it to the shelter. I probably shouldn't throw it away. I should go bring it to the shelter up the street. Now that I think about it, I was going to throw it away tomorrow.
Will they take opens?
Well, no. I bought a whole bunch of closed bags thinking I could use them for Dexter's treats. Before I knew he had pancreatitis.
Yeah.
And now that I know he's pancreatitis, he's not supposed to have fatty foods. And these Rachel Ray Nutritious have I think it's like 9 grams of fat per piece. So I said, nope, not getting those anymore. I used to give them that. I used to give them, what was the other thing? These jerky chicken treats, which I have given them a little of, but usually I would give them one each, but now I cut it in half, and then I give them a quarter of the half each, because I figure a little fat's not going to upset him, but, oh, God. So I'm like on all these medications. He's on low-fat diet. I got Daisy on a diet, but so far today he had a pep in his step, so I don't know if the Pepto solidified.
Not dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought he was gonna die. I literally, when you weren't texting me back for that little while, I thought, oh God.
I thought it was over. I thought it was over.
I thought that's why you weren't texting me back.
Yep, I thought it was done. Your channel's next thought it was done. But everybody was being ignored on and offline. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was like, I cannot talk to anybody, and I don't want to come back to YouTube until I knew what was going on. And then that's why I was like, Blinn, I got to go live at some point. Just go live with me tonight, just so I can kind of let you guys know where I've been. But he had a pep in his step today. There's been no accidents in the house. I don't think he's taken a shit yet, though. So I'm hoping I cannot wait to see a solid shit come out of his asshole. Fingers crossed for that soon. But he hasn't had diarrhea since yesterday. He hasn't had diarrhea since yesterday at lunchtime. So the Pepto must be doing its thing. But yeah, he's
you like become a puppy parent or a parent of a child. That's the only time you're going to be happy to see shit.
But Linda, I was telling my friend, I said, I can't imagine having a kid. I don't know how you do it. Like, you get this upset, worried about your dog, and if they're suffering and I'm thinking to myself, could you imagine like if I had a child going through a sickness? I don't think I'd survive that. I don't know how parents. I don't know how parents survive that.
You have to.
I know, but oh my god.
You have no other choice. What other choice you got? You know?
It's so scary. It's so scary, and it's a dog, and it's so scary. But you know, I was walking up the hallway today, and I turned around, and he was skipping behind me. So I was like, okay, that's a good sign. So hopefully his pancreas is feeling better. So his next checkup is Monday, unless he somehow deteriorates. But I'm expecting that not to happen because it looks good. When I went there yesterday to the vet was like, his gums look amazing. His gums are very purple, and they look so. We just got to work on the pancreatitis, which the doctor said, as long as I keep him on this low-fat diet, he should be good. But, oh, my God, the amount of money, Belinda.
I can't even. I don't know how much.
I don't even want to say the number. I'll tell you privately. The amount of money.
Okay.
But it's just like...
$5,000.
I wish. But it's like...
More than $5,000?
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Rest in peace, Dexter.
No, because, like... That's the thing. Like, okay, listen. If my dog, if they were like, listen, he's got stage 4 cancer, we can try an experimental chemo. I would say no. I'm not going to put him through that.
Yeah.
But this was all stuff that was like, he could live through it. So it's just like, I don't think I could have.
Yeah.
Well, like, I would have wondered, the rest of my life, should I have given that dog a chance? You know what I mean? Like, how could I not have given that chance?
I would have done the same. I wouldn't have cared. You just see my ass on the internet selling ass, doing something, because I'm not going to let my baby go, you know.
Yeah, and
but
again.
Do you know they have insurance for pets?
I never got it, and they won't give it to me now because of what he went through.
Oh.
But I mean, if they were like, he's suffering and it's like a 20% chance of survival, that would have been different. But like, literally 3 different doctors, my vet and 2 ER doctors, were like, this does not appear to be a dog that looks, my vet said he doesn't look like he's given up. The first ER vet said, this is not a dog I can recommend euthanasia. And then the third vet was just like, I think he's got a good chance. So what am I going to do? I'll put him down anyway. And when they tell you, we're not going to judge you if that's what you want to do. But I'm like, I'd rather just go into fucking debt and just do extra YouTube if I have to pay that off, because I'm not going to put him down while he's sitting there and his tail's wagging, looking at me. No, because I don't want to have a little bit of debt. No fucking way. Thanks for the super chat, April. Thank goodness you're alive. I'm waiting for a flight.
I hope you're going somewhere fun. Would you do it to your kid? You know, like, here's your, you put the kid down, because it's the same thing. I don't care what people say. Having a pet is like having a child.
Now, if Dexter was 17 and this same situation happened, I'd probably have to reconsider. But, I've always hoped to get 17, 18, 19, 20 years. Like, that's my fingers crossed. And I'm hoping now with the low-fat food and stuff, that'll help. He's 12. Like, I feel like it's worth the gamble to get another 4, 5, 6 years, hopefully,
It goes by so fast, too. Like, I was looking at Oscar yesterday, and he's starting to get a little gray on his muzzle, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's sad. It's sad. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bully, you just killed me. What was that? Oh my God, did you get shot? Belinda, you there?
What?
Oh my God, that noise just came through your thing. I don't think that was me. I think that was you. It sounded like an ear. Was that anybody else hear that? It was like an ear-piercing sound. Big ups, Dexter and Gigi's credit cards. Exactly, Kate. So, I'm going. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you can? So.
Yeah, I can hear you. I just want to make sure. Like, I'm on my phone, so.
So my plan is, I'm going to be streaming more and doing more content. So that leads to my channel. During all of this, so Belinda at one point, I think you messaged me, what, 4 days in a row, bitch, are you alive, bitch? You were every day you pretty much persistent. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
And I think I finally responded on day 5. And because you knew the last time I talked to you, he was his first day in the ER. He got the blood. His gums were purple, and his numbers were going up. And that's the last thing you heard. And then I disappeared.
I knew he was sick, and I knew it was bad. So when you weren't texting back, I literally thought he had died. So I was just giving you space and time to deal with that.
The last thing I said to you was kind of good news. Like, he's in the ER and he's improving. And you were like, good for you, Dad. You think you were like, go, Dexter, go. And then I disappeared. The next day on Saturday was when you were like, how is he, Gigi? And that's when I was transporting him to the hour away. And at that point, I fell apart. So I don't think I texted you until Tuesday or Wednesday. So like 5 days later. And
I don't blame you.
And, you know, I think at that point I told you, and I was like, Belinda, I have never wanted less to do with this space than I do right now. Dealing with this, and I think of all the precious time I've wasted fighting with trash, garbage, telling the world that garbage is garbage, as if the world can't already see their garbage. What a fucking waste of my precious fucking time, when I could be coming on here having a good time. And honestly, nothing I say really changes anything anyway, because Girl World itself is garbage. Mostly littered with trash. I mean, I know there are people who like watching Foodie who watch me, but they're not the overly invested sacks of shit that a lot of these creators are, that audiences they've cultivated. And I said, Belinda, I have never.
They all do it now since the girls.
I can't tell you. I don't care. I cannot tell you, Belinda. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I wasn't even logging into Twitter. I logged in today. I saw all these DMs. I'll respond to them probably tomorrow, of people wondering, like, you know, where a busy little bee, bless her heart, texted me to check on, like thank you for everybody who reached out. I just, no offense if I didn't get back to you or get back to you in a timely manner. I did not want to focus on anything except for Dexter's well-being. I just didn't want to deal with anything. And it really just reminded me of how much I have and how blessed I am. Why am I wasting all this time with trash? Why am I wasting my precious energy that the Lord has blessed me with? And I made a promise to the fucking universe. I said, look, I said, if Dexter pulls through this, I'm done. Not with YouTube, I said, but I'm done with just done dealing with people who are beneath me. And you all know who you are, because I'm sure some of you were listening. I don't have the energy for it anymore. So when I logged into Studio earlier today, and I saw like your latest live stream statistics or analytics, I said, I don't want to see this bitch's face. And I went through and even my old Foodie stuff, all of it just went private for now. I need to start fresh. Now, what am I going to do? I don't know. I still want to do like girl reactions in terms of like what we used to do, right? Having fun with Amber, having fun with Foodie. But I want to do other things too. Maybe back to product reviews, maybe food reviews, news stuff. I cannot waste any more time with garbage. I cannot do it. I can't do it, Belinda. It's a way. It's just, this is, I don't know how else to say it. This whole thing really fucked me up. Like, I knew this day would come. I knew everybody who's a pet owner, you know that day is going to come. But when it drags out for like 2 weeks and you don't know what's going to happen, and you just distance yourself from all the shit on this platform, you realize how toxic this shit is, and I don't want to do it anymore. It's a fucking waste of my time.
Could you imagine though, being a parent and you have something really, really horrible happen, and then you find out about it, and then you fire up a live stream 5 minutes later?
Oh no, that's not. No,
I would.
Absolutely not. I just, we can't.
They do though.
We can't.
Yeah, no.
And this Foodie thing, these hate channels, they will run their courses. They will run their courses. This will not last forever. This shit will end. So it's just like, what else is there left to say at this point? You either know some of these people are complete garbage, or you don't. And if you don't know they are, you're in denial. And nothing I say or show you is going to change that at this point. I'm a terrible person for calling out terrible people. Great. I'm glad we've reached that conclusion. What else is there to say? Now, some of the videos might come back just because I think a lot of people need these things archived, their behavior on YouTube. But going forward, I just don't care enough about them anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I just kept thinking, like, as I'm looking at Dexter and his little like cages and his little IVs and his fusions, and I'm thinking to myself, all these hours I wasted sitting on the fucking computer calling out garbage bags, and I could have been like, putting you on camera. We could have been sitting on the couch, just things I could have done. And it makes you so negative, and it makes you so angry because these people are just so fucking disgusting to deal with. And I'm like, I don't want to spend any more time in that negative mindset. I just want to sit, do something else, and then when their money trains crash and burn, I'm just gonna sit here and be like, yeah, well, good luck in the unemployment line. I don't know.
You won't laugh at them.
Yeah, I don't even want to laugh at them because I don't even want to be like them. I don't even want to. I don't even want that kind of karma. Like, just let karma do its fucking thing.
Like, I kind of feel sorry for them, to be honest.
I do not. But I can't even tell you what people have been saying, what people have been doing. I was notified when I was logging in today. I looked at a couple DMs, and a certain somebody still has my name in her mouth, and I'm just like, I can't. I'll tell you privately. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. And I don't have to do it anymore. Like, that's the thing that annoys me when I think about all the time I've wasted. And I'm like, I can actually do things on here. Like, I don't have to. I don't have to sit here and rewatch someone silently. Like, we know how to have fun here. You know how to have fun in your channel. Yeah. Why am I not doing that?
You have what's it called?
A personality.
Talent. Yeah, personality, talent. Yeah, that's it.
So I don't have to do it anymore, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I cannot do it anymore. So I'm going to start planning on streaming more, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to I got to make use of what's I'm looking for. I got to take advantage of this sitting here. This is a revenue stream, and I want to take advantage of it to help me pay for these bills. So I'm going to start streaming more. I might do the Rachel Reacts part 2. I was going to do Rachel Reacts and Breezy. I'm taking Breezy out of the thumbnail. She's another one I want just absolutely fucking nothing to do with at this point. Her videos might come back though, but I can't do it. But I might finish the Rachel Reacts because I was actually interested in that video about the whole drama with her and the feeder and all this other shit. And then I want to, I don't know, maybe Foodie Reacts, maybe TikTok Reacts. I might do car vlogs. I got to do something else that makes better use of my time. That makes me some money on here because these bills need to get paid.
Yeah.
And I got this, YouTube's just sitting here, and I'm blessed. I am blessed that I have this. You are blessed that you have this. We have this extra income. Yeah. Like, thank you, Jesus. Oh, by the way, so because I have been watching his streams because I haven't been watching anything. You posted something in the community tab. Did something happen? You just didn't tell me because of the Dexter stuff? Like, is Junior okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just, every freaking year, January, when the new year starts, my deductible restarts. And Junior's medicine is $1,200 without, like, pretty much, I got to meet my deductible. So I got to come out of pocket with $2,500 at the first of every fucking year. And his medications, thankfully, if you think about it, are expensive. So, just covering his medications as per usual. And then, what you're taking care of, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's good.
So that's what that post was about? I couldn't tell. I forgot to text you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Chroma is, they're just as sweet as they can be. Elevated Truth, I don't know if you know him or not. He did a live stream. He did a fundraiser I didn't even ask for, so that means I'm going to have to turn on him and be the demon.
Does he know this?
No, I need to tell him that's them fighting words. But no, so Junior's medicine's taken care of. In fact, they broke my CashApp.
What do you mean they broke it?
I had so many donations coming in so quick.
Oh, nice.
They suspended my CashApp.
Oh, they thought you were fraudulent?
Yeah. And I had to go in and I didn't know, but if you have a CashApp, you need to go in and verify that bitch. And they have to have a picture of your license, your driver's license, a photo ID, and a scan of your face. It's a whole situation I had no idea about. Oh, so basically, Junior's medication just the co-pays it's taken care of for like the rest of the fucking year. Because I'm just going to leave that on the side. That's money I don't have unless it's pertaining to his medication. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, every year, every such. Yeah. Fuck, that was fast. Eric Dane passes away at 53.
Who?
Oh, the guy from Grey's Anatomy who announced he had ALS in April. Dr.
Oh,
McSteamy.
hell.
Yeah, he already died.
Oh, yeah. Are you?
53 years old. They announced it's on Twitter 20 minutes ago. Fucking A, man. What a terrible disease. Horrible. But anyway, so that's good that they helped you. So I got to start streaming again. So I'm going to make a plan. I already told my friends. I said, look, bitches. I said, weekends for a while are going to be cooking at my house. Movies. Come on over. Bring some wine. I'll make food. It'll be cheaper. I said, but I can't do nothing until I go to Vegas.
Going out to eat.
I can't do shit till I go to Vegas this summer. So my plan is to come up with like a schedule of maybe like 2 to 3 streams a week or something, maybe some more video content, but I'm going to be working for my monies. So, expect to see more of me. Obviously, I don't know when I'll be live again next. Cause like I said, I'm still like kind of like, getting Dexter's medicine in and stuff like that, but I might try to do something this weekend. If I could find something, I might finish the Rachel Reacts thing this weekend. I don't know, but,
you made a good point. We are blessed with this platform.
Correct.
We're blessed with a very great group of people. Our audiences are just fucking awesome. And sometimes as creators, we get bored. Not bored, or just like doing it the way that you and I do it, trying to call people out for their bullshit. It gets boring. Not boring, but aggravating because it doesn't seem like anybody listens.
Well, it's just that too, is that they
think about it. We do have a lot of people that do listen, and they decide to come over with us. So let the dumbasses stay over there with them, like that misanthropy or whatever.
Oh God,
that has to be the dumbest bitch I've ever seen in my entire life.
The dumbest. Honestly, if I'm in my 60s and my whole life is worshiping people online and bouncing from chat to chat 24/7, back of the barn, out back immediately, please. And from what the worst part is, someone told me she suffered a major loss. I'm like, this is how she's choosing to live her fucking life. After I just get the fuck, all of them, get the fuck away from me. I need trash repel.
Yeah.
And it's not just that calling them out. Good.
It's not just girl world. It's in karma too. It's all over the fucking internet. Like, we kind of painted ourselves in this little corner with girl world. But when you start venturing out, you realize it's all the same thing. Really.
And it's not that it gets boring. It's these people, they're all tough and big and bad, and then they just cross so many fucking lines into your life. And my family doesn't want to deal with it. My sister's fucking over it. Like, we just don't want to deal with it. And then I go and I look at certain people's numbers, and I'm like, you've done nothing but hurt your own channel. So you know what? Mission fucking accomplished as far as I'm concerned. So what's the fucking point at this point? You have ruined your own name in this community as well, because people are coming in, they're growing, they're building their channels, they're skyrocketing, and you're still at the same numbers you were 2.5 years ago. So what is the fucking point? Continue crossing those lines, continue showing your ass, continue showing everybody who you really are, because I don't have to do it anymore.
I can't see chats, but I do want to ask them something. If they could tell me, has canceling French Fry Girl helped any of these other creators any?
From what I understand, she went to Kick. Someone says she's getting 500 people on Kick, which is nowhere near what she's getting on YouTube, but people say that's pretty good for like a new Kick user. So I mean,
damn good for over there.
I don't know how Kick works. I don't know how the money works. Dusty says LOL no. So it didn't even help these people. So it's like Jordy probably got all the viewers. But I don't even know what's going on with any of that.
Hard to get her canceled, it didn't help them any, correct?
No. So congratulations, I guess. I'm exhausted, and after dealing with Dexter, I'm like, I can't have this in my I cannot have this in my sphere anymore. And there's people still obsessed with you and me still to this day. And I'm just like, wow.
Oh God.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody told me that there was another person streamed for like 7 days straight.
Apparently, I saw today that I am in hiding for fear of consequences. I'm like, bitch, just fucking, whatever. Sure. Yes, I'm in hiding. Yes. I wish I was in hiding. I would rather be in hiding than deal with the shit I dealt with for the last 2 fucking weeks. I would rather be in fucking hiding. I ain't afraid of anything coming my way because you cannot prosecute people with lies. You cannot prosecute me for the lie that I'm a farmer. You cannot do that. So good luck with your prosecutions.
Oh, they're still going on with that? Yeah.
Yes. Good luck with your prosecutions. I hope when you're done prosecuting me, you take your fat ass to that bus stop and finally get a job for those Ubers you need. Because
that'd be it.
Well, both of them. It's both of them. I don't have the time for it anymore. It seems that a lot. I can't even say that. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. So anyway,
well, I was watching Garvey. I did watch Garvey the other night, Fresh Garbage, and she was reacting to Hocus Pocus. And
I don't know how she does it.
I see it coming. I see it coming a mile away that the bodega is going to use Hocus Pocus to go after their enemies, right?
That's exactly what's happening. And some people, never mind, let me just keep my mouth shut. I'm not even going to say what I was about to say because I'm doing things.
Yeah,
I'm doing things in private because I'm not stupid. I'm very much aware of what's going on. People are talking who have turned behind the scenes, and things are being documented. I'm very well aware of I'm very well aware that addictions have transferred. So that's all I'm going to fucking say. So if it continues, I will handle it, but none of you guys will hear a fucking word about it.
Now you got me wondering.
Just think really hard. It's not that hard to figure out. Addiction's being transferred. Just think about it. People think I'm stupid. I know exactly what's going on, and it's been verified with receipts privately. So people better hope that I stay in this mindset and decide to finally leave me the fuck alone. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Because I'm not arguing with people. I do not want to do this anymore. I'm not going to entertain this shit anymore. I'm exhausted. After the last 2 weeks, I am fucking tired.
Well, you know they're not going to leave you alone.
Well, then I'm going to take steps, but nobody's ever going to fucking know I take them. That's it. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made before. Steps will be taken behind the scenes.
All that.
Messages will be submitted to courts, DMs, and whatever. That's it. So if people were smart, they'd have a little fucking team meeting and be like, all right, leave Gigi alone. Time to move the fuck on to somebody else.
Stop. You fucking know better than that.
Well, I'm giving them all the chance as I move the fuck on to non-reactor content. It's the ball's in their court.
I don't think they want anybody to move on. To be honest.
Well, like I said, the ball is in certain courts.
You could just leave me alone, and then when you ignore them.
I mean, it's crazy. Like when the last 2 weeks, I'm not logging onto Twitter. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And my name is still in mouths. And I'm just like, go out and get a real fucking problem. Go out and get a problem. Instead of spending 24/7 in chat rooms crying about people, go out and get a real fucking problem. And you are going to see how fucking insignificant this bullshit is.
They know.
No, they don't know because they don't have real problems, Belinda. They have mommies and daddies who take care of them. They don't have real fucking problems. Yes, they have a kid and they have kids. They're like, well, that's okay. Mom and dad are paying for everything. I'll just let my kid do whatever. They don't care. They don't have real fucking problems. They don't have sick parents. They don't have shit. And again, I know it's just a dog.
Spouses or anything. They don't have sick spouses or anything like that either. So.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like get a real fucking problem. Stop fucking with people's lives. This is not a game. Get a real problem and you will see how insignificant this bullshit is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my poor buddy. I mean, God. I mean, it was just torture every fucking day. Waiting for that phone call in the morning, phone call at night, phone call in the morning, phone call at night. Do I, don't I? It's fucking horrible.
I know.
Horrible. And hopefully, he's our third of cases relapse, and now that's in my mind. Is he gonna relapse?
God.
I know.
Don't say that.
But he's gonna be in these meds for a while, so hopefully he gets off some of them because that shit I gotta put down his throat in about a half hour is not fun. He fucking hates it.
Does he fucking fight with you?
It's his pill. It's called sucralfate. You have to dissolve it in water. They call it a slurry. and then I have to like inject it like in his mouth, but I have to go like towards his cheek because there's risk of aspiration, and he fights me, and I got to keep his mouth open. Oh God, he hates it so much. It's not something you can just hide in a treat. It has to be like liquefied because what it does is it coats his throat and his stomach lining. So you have to like liquefy it and shoot it down, and he hates it so much. And he sees me coming with a syringe, he takes off running. I'm just like, I have to go catch him. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, Oscar would be absolutely not. Nope.
Well, I'm hoping like I'm hoping he won't need that one much longer because his PCV level yesterday was 38, I think, or 36. So his red blood cells is continue going up, which means he's not bleeding. So I'm gonna be like, do we still need to coat his stomach? Like, what are we afraid of? And I think they're worried about the prednisone because he's on 10 milligrams a day, which is very high for dogs. And I guess prednisone could cause stomach ulcers, and that's what they're afraid of. They're like, we don't need this dog bleeding now until he's at a safe PCV. His platelets are 500,000, but the PCV has to be at 50 or above. So he's climbing to 40, and once it's over 50, according to the vet, that over 50 is when you can stop having like spontaneous bleeds or some shit. It's a fucking lot. It's a lot. Eden wants to know how Oscar's doing.
Fat as ever.
Smoking the ciggies.
Smoking a ciggy, fat as ever.
Yeah, little Dexter's definitely skinny. I don't recommend that diet, though. I do not recommend going on that diet. But he definitely lost a good amount of weight. So now I'm like, Daisy, your turn. Your turn, Mama.
Yeah, that's gonna go. That's not. That's not gonna go over too fucking well.
Oh, well, she's gonna have to. She's done pretty good today. Like, we come in and she usually every time they came in, they'd get a little treat. Now they come in, I go right to the couch, and she literally just stands there at the door and she looks at me and she's like, "No, you're supposed to give me a treat." I said, "No, Mama." She comes over and she lays next to my feet. I said, "I'm sorry, baby, like, because I don't need you getting this shit now, and I don't need you getting diseases." And you got, and she's a chunky monkey.
And they're like brother and sister too, right? Like.
Yes. And now, like, when I lift him up, he's so light compared to her. And now when I lift her up, I'm like, "Oh, Daisy, like, you need to know, Mama. We need to get you." like I never realized, like, they were chunkies. I mean, they were like 17 pounds, but you know what? They're like little Maltese. They're like the teacup Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
I just kind of accepted that they should be that weight, I guess. I don't know. Like, the doctor never ever said, like, "Oh, they're morbidly obese." But he would be like, "Let's get a pound or two off of them." So Dexter at the vet was 12.8 pounds on yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So that's about 4 to 5 pounds. And what a difference. Like, I pick him up and I'm like, "God, you're so light now." And then I pick her up. I'm like, "Jesus, Daisy, you're huge." Strawberry Juice says, freeze-dried liver beef for their treats. It's all protein, all the fat. Okay, I'll look into that. They've been getting, I tried giving them carrots. Dexter ate some. Daisy wants nothing to do with it. I tried apple slices. Neither one of them wanted that. I'm like, "But this is sweet and delicious. Fucking eat it." And then I'm going to start giving them green beans from the can. I'm going to rinse them out of the can. And I bought low sodium. I'm still going to rinse them. And to put that with their food as snacks during the day. So I'm going to see how that works. And I don't know. But yeah, it's a whole new fucking regime here at Gigi's house. We're done. Sorry, Rachel. I should call the shelter tomorrow and see if they'll take the unopened bags. I didn't even think about that. I was going to throw them away. And I'm like, no, why not give them? I wonder if if they're closed, I don't see why a shelter wouldn't take them, right? They usually accept treats.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would take it, like, if it's already been opened or not.
Yeah. Vidal wants to know what his degenerates are up to. Oh, I was telling the tale of Dexter's near-death experience the last couple weeks. I'm not repeating it, just to rewind Vidal. It's been a lot. So, yeah. Anywho, so moral of the story is, if you wonder why my live streams are gone, is because I just logged in today. I got angry. I rage privated because I saw some bitch's face of a stream I did recently. I said, "I don't want to see this bitch right now." And I just selected all, did private. And if I'm going to well, and if I'm going to, like, start fresh, like, I feel like the videos have to go, right? I mean, I kind of want something to come back, but at the same time, I'm like, if I'm going to start doing different things, I don't know if I want that filth on my channel anymore. I don't know if I want that back and forth with these people on my channel anymore. What's the point?
Sure.
You know, if I start like going back to doing reactions like I used to, TikToks, if I start doing car vlogs, if I start doing product reviews, it's not going to make sense that in the middle of all that is me calling out dog hating racists, terminal disease faking incels, trailer trash. Well, not trailer. I should say trailer trash. I should say trailer trash, but you know what I mean. You have a nice trailer though.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense with that moving forward anymore.
Yeah.
So. Please tell Belinda I'll be sure to send Oscar another medium-sized bucket of treats. Earthy's gonna send.
Hell yeah.
8 medium-sized bucket of treats.
Yeah, she's sending some of those little milk bones.
Yes, Fidel. I rage. I rage privated. I rage privated all my streams. I rage privated all my streams. No, this one's gonna stay up. I just meant like I mean, I probably could have left the old foodie stuff up, but I was like, you know what? For now, I'm gonna private everything. And then I'm gonna go back and see when I want to unprivate, if any of it. But I don't know. I want my channel. It's like I want like a rebirth. I want like a baptism of some sort. Like I just want to cleanse my channel. And I'll make this very fucking clear. Nothing's being hidden. Not like these bitches haven't archived everything I've done anyway. This is not me. Oh, I'm hiding things. I literally logged into Studio to set this up, and I was like, I don't want to see this. Private, done. Like vintage, that's a shadow. That's what I was thinking. Like going back to doing the vintage commercials, the game shows we used to do, stuff like that. Like I need the time I spend on YouTube to be worth it mentally, because this used to be something I used to do for fun, right? When my mom got sick and it was COVID, this was something that was like a nice distraction for me. Like I would come on here, I'd make people laugh, you know, and then I let a bunch of greasy bitches derail me from that. And the rest is history, and I got to go back to that. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I mean, we got that fat refrigerator buying bitch still talking about tequila titty 6 years later, filming from the chin up. Like, nothing changes around here. Nothing changes around here. So I need to change. I need to change. You know, and you're doing great.
Talking about you too. That's
and you're doing great in Krama, and I got bored with it. I really liked the BJ stuff in the beginning because it was new, but then I was like, oh, this is just like Foodie and Amber. Like it's a cycle. It's all a repeat. It's all on repeat.
It is, and it makes me wonder if all quote communities and on YouTube are like that. And I'm assuming that's going to be a yes.
And that's why I don't want to do community. I want to build something different. Like I said, TikTok reactions. And again, I'll still like, I might peek into Foodie and Amber, but I want to like start like TikTok reactions. And it's kind of what I was doing at the beginning, where if I found like a product that I liked using, I did a review. Like when I used to do reviews for products, like I really enjoyed doing that. When I would be like, oh, I tried this protein powder, or I tried this new waffle. Like I think I'm just going to have a mishmash of shit, like food reviews, product reviews, like reactions.
Some of my favorite channels, that's what they do. Like that Vivian Tries. I love her. And that other guy.
I love Vivian Tries freaking reviews.
Yes, him. I love him.
Well, right now, for some reason, my algorithm. Kate says, have you seen Charlie's numbers? All those ops for nothing. So that answers your question, Belinda. I guess.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
My algorithm right now is 48 hours episodes, intervention episodes, movie trailers. And oh my god, what the hell was I just watching earlier? Oh my god, now there's this new trend where people, I don't know if you guys have seen this, food prep. They make all this food ahead of time, and then you freeze it into giant blocks. And then when it comes time to eat during the week, you take a block of veggie, you take a block of protein, and you take a frozen block of like a starch, and then you microwave it, and it makes like a microwave meal. And it's like all the rage now. People are literally like, so like you make all of your veggies on a Sunday, all of your different proteins on a Sunday, all of your different, you can make soups or whatever. And then you buy these special containers that are like deep, and they make these giant, and they just like, they'll put all the veggies in one container. They'll put all the chicks. So then you literally like pop out your block of chicken or soup, pop out your block of veggies, you pop out your block of whatever. And then like you put them in your microwave dish, microwave for a couple minutes, and you have like a fresh meal to eat. And I'm like, interesting. Kind of want to try that, but I don't know if I have the energy.
So it's like frozen TVD.
Oh, see, Fidel knows exactly what I'm talking about. I got my super cubes. Is that what they call super cubes? I just saw this last night because I had to stay up late to give Dexter his medication.
I haven't seen anything about None of this.
Hey, users, Sandy Mirrors, thanks for joining. Yes, I'm doing well now that my dog is not dying. I don't know how so Dexter has to have pills at certain times of the evening, so I have to stay up, which is very hard for me. So I was like looking for something to watch last night, and there was this woman. Oh, the hell was her name? She's Indian, like Fidel. I'm just kidding, but she's British, and it was like trying the viral food block hack. I said, "Oh, what's this? I love food. I love hacks." And I watched it, and that's what she did. So she made butter beans. She made a chicken noodle soup. She made some eggplant. They didn't call it eggplant though. I forgot what they call eggplant in England. Some eggplant tomato thing, and she literally put it in, I guess, what they call super cubes, because Vidal, I guess, got them. And she threw them all in the freezer. And then she was showing, like, on Tuesday, she would get up and be like, what do I have for lunch? I think today for lunch, I'll have the butter beans, I'll have the chicken noodle soup, and I'll have this. Then she puts it in a bowl, microwaves it, and has a meal. So now I log into YouTube.
Freezing everything separately, correct?
So it's like you put them in the same bowl, but when you microwave it, it melts it down, I guess. And then you have, like, your protein, your starch, and your veggie. I'm going to send you the video that I watched last night. It's very fascinating to watch. So now today, I've been recommended 3 different videos of people doing the viral super, whatever the hell Vidal called it, hack. And but it requires you literally having to make food for the entire week. But because you're freezing it, the food lasts all week. Like, I don't food prep because, like, I'm always like, I'm afraid that, like, I'm going to get sick of the food by Thursday and it goes to waste. But this way, if it's frozen, it lasts longer. And then my concern is, will it taste good? And according to this Indian lady from England, she said it tastes very fresh. And I don't know if Adele has used her soup cubes yet, but I kind of want to, like, buy them. But I'm also that person who gets super excited about something, right? I'll run to Amazon. I'll buy all these super cubes. I'll do it 3 times. And then these super cubes go into the pantry and they sit there, never used again. So I don't know.
What are the super cubes?
Shut up, Kate. Yes. The super cubes are, I wonder if I could pull a, hold on.
A little, it's something you freeze, whatever.
I'm assuming super cubes are what the woman was using. They're like silicone ice cube trays, but they're like loaf size. So think of like a bread loaf pan, but in silicone form. And you fill it to the top with, like, say you make a chicken noodle soup, right? You fill it with soup, and according to Strawberry Douche, if you vacuum seal it, they taste better. And then you freeze it. And then when you're ready to eat soup, you pop the soup out of the cube, and it's one big ice block. Throw it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and 5 minutes later, you have a fresh, delicious soup.
Well, I know that soup is good if you can freeze it, because I make vegetable soup, and then I freeze it. But I don't have any specific containers. I keep, you know what I'm saying? Like I have, and that is good.
Let me see if I can find a picture. Hold on, super cubes. Oh, here they are. So, okay, perfect. Here we go. Hold on. So I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna share.
Super cube.
Yes. So this is what Vidal's talking about. Must have what she got for Christmas.
Has Vidal been doing it? Oh, okay.
Well, she said she got it for Christmas. She heard me talk about it. She was like, "Gigi, I got it." Hold on. So, share screen. No, image.
Hold on.
I guess share screen. I don't know. Sure. How do I see? Oh, here. So these. So I'm assuming this is what Vidal has. So I don't know if you can see it on the StreamYard screen.
Okay.
Okay, so Vidal has been using them. So you fill, like, the bottom one, you put 4 things of chicken soup, and now you have 4, and you freeze it, and now you have 4 iced blocks of chicken soup. So if you want chicken soup on, like, a Wednesday for lunch, you pop it out of the silicone container, microwave for like 5 minutes, and you have fresh soup. And this way, you avoid the, because sometimes you'll make a lot of food on Sunday, and if you don't eat it by Wednesday, you usually throw it away, right? Because it's been in the fridge for 4 days. But because it's in the freezer,
I've done food prep before, but I did it once. Listen, I did a thing one time, food prep, because I was doing keto, so I did scrambled eggs. Don't ever do that. Anything with eggs, refrigerated, like scrambled eggs, and then I just like put them all in the refrigerator for like a week. By that last day, number 1, I was sick of eggs. Number 2, they're just gross.
Well, I bet if you froze them, maybe it'd be better.
Exactly. It might be better. Maybe. I don't know.
So
So,
Vidal is.
in this situation, you could do scrambled eggs in one loaf pan if you wanted to do that, right?
So this is what Vidal's been using it for. She puts chili in hers, Mexican chicken stew, black beans, baked beans, rice. Rice is a
Mm.
good one because the girl last night
Mm.
she was putting basmati rice in them. So
Oh,
you do all the work on like a let's say a Sunday, but then during the week
yeah.
you can still eat good healthy food that you've made yourself without risk of it spoiling in the fridge because it's frozen. So I don't know, I might get some, but and maybe I'll make
I
a
might
video
have to
about
get
it.
some
Like that's
to
the kind
work.
of shit I'm interested in. You what?
It sounds good for my work where I work those 12-hour shifts at night. You can't really just jump up and go get something to eat. So I've always packed my lunch or whatever.
Do you have a microwave there, a freezer in there? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you can literally take 3 blocks out, put it in your little lunchbox, bring it to work, throw it in the freezer, and then when you're ready to eat at 3 in the morning during the rush hour at
Mm-hmm.
Walmart, pop it in the microwave,
Mm-hmm.
and then boom. I'm gonna send you the
Mm-hmm.
video because you have to see it. You have to visual. Like once you see what she's doing, like fast forward the actual cooking part because she spent way too much time showing how to
Yeah.
cook. But once you see
Yeah.
it in action, like she literally was just like, okay, I'm gonna do a rice, and she pops the rice out, and I think I'll do the eggplant tomato thing, and she popped that out, and then she goes, and I think I'll
Mm-hmm.
do the chicken noodle soup, and she popped that out, and then she microwaves it, and she's got like a full fucking meal, and I'm like, well, shit, that's creative shit right there.
And then it's basically like frozen meals, except better for you versus all that
Correct. It's like
shit
making
they
your own
put in it.
TV dinners without the preservatives. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Meanwhile, Kate just can't believe that Vidal doesn't own a TV, but the bitch owns a microwave.
The bitch. I doubt it.
She was like,
I
"How the
bet
hell?"
Charlie bought her a microwave. That's who Charlie bought that microwave for. And that refrigerator is that fucking
uh,
bitch.
can't get a TV, but she got a
Vidal.
microwave. Bless her heart.
Mm,
So I don't know.
we
I'm
see
thinking
you,
about it.
Vidal.
Now that I've been on the Dexter sick diet, I'm back down to a decent weight, and I'm like, okay, now how do I maintain it at this weight level? So I'm thinking I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I would
See, you do
probably
the
I would
opposite. Like
probably do it. I'd probably
if you're
do it for
agitated,
simple
you
shit.
don't eat.
No, I don't eat. I eat when I'm
When I
nervous,
get
but when I'm depressed, I don't eat.
yes,
That's the difference. Like if I'm nervous, I'll
I'm the
eat.
opposite.
But this was depression.
I'm the opposite. I just want to fucking slam my ass with a. I told you when I got my cancer diagnosis years ago. You was
Yeah.
like, "Did you lose weight?" I was like, "No, hell no." I gained weight because I was like cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's a nerve
Didn't it?
like nerves and anxiety. I want to eat, but when I get depressed, I'm like fuck food. I mean, I literally went 4 days on protein shakes. I think one day I had a couple
Mm,
eggs, and then I had that smash burger, and that was it. Like I just had no appetite. My sister's like, "You're just gonna make
yeah,
yourself sick over a dog." I'm like, "It's not a dog. It's
yeah,
Dexter. It's not just a dog. It's
yeah.
Dexter.
The Dexter, stop
The
it, ma'am.
Dexter." But I feel like
Hmm.
if I got these, I would probably be very simple with it. Like I think because I like making rice. I love brown rice. But I make a lot of it, but then by the third or fourth day I start to question can I still eat this? Because rice actually can grow bacteria very quickly. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah,
You can't keep
and then
rice in
now
the
if
fridge
you
for too
freeze
long.
it, is there a way to label those little containers where kind of what's in there? Because I'd forget it.
Well, you can see through the it's plastic lid. You can see through it. I mean, just lift the lid up and look. You'll be able to tell if it's rice or not, right? I mean,
Oh,
because
maybe
everything.
maybe not. It might look like I'm blind.
That's true. You can't see shit. Everything I've read says that rice is one of the most dangerous foods to keep in your fridge for too long. It could grow bacteria very quickly. So I'm
Oh,
thinking to
really?
myself, yeah, rice. Apparently, rice is very finicky. So when I make a lot of rice, I try to eat it in 2 to 3 days tops. If it's day 4, I
Yeah.
usually chuck it. So now I'm thinking to myself, well, this might be good for that because I love making a ton of brown rice, and maybe I can buy one of these and just freeze all the rice. And then when I need a block of rice, I pop it out. Because I have a rice cooker, so it's easy to make, but I don't want to make it's. I don't just make one portion. I usually make 3 to 4 portions. So I'm like, this could work for that.
You got your big fancy cooking
I sure
thing
do.
too.
I
What's it
sure do.
called?
My Thermomix.
Whatever. You sent it to me. I was like, oh, that's nice. Oh, hell no.
I know it's so
Mm-mm.
good though. But like I wouldn't really need it for vegetables because I already eat frozen vegetables as it is. Like I like to buy those bags of steamed vegetables, so that's already like done. But
Yeah.
I could see using it for like if I make chili. I could see using it for like
Oh, God, yeah.
if I make like a pasta or a bolognese sauce, putting like the different making. Well, I should just get it because I can make bolognese sauce for the week and
Yeah.
fresh.
Okay, like for example, right now
I'm just
I'm
gonna
making
buy
a
it.
huge pot of chicken and dumplings. So that would be perfect for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so weird that you said that because earlier today I was planning on what I was going to make this weekend because I'm poor now, and I said I want to host a.
I'm pouring it. Oh,
I'm poor now. Congratulations, some of you got your wish. So I was like, I need to figure out what I want to make this weekend for my friends because we're doing another movie weekend.
yeah.
And one of the recipes I looked at was chicken and dumplings, but I'm like, it's not going to be really cool, and I feel like that's a cool meal, right? Like a cold outside kind of meal.
I don't know. I was just craving it. Well, Junior, he said, you know what sounds good? I said, well, he said chicken and dumplings. I was like, you're right. Do it, lady. So,
I'm thinking about it. So strawberry, do you vacuums? You vacuum. So you have to. I mean, this is a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You have to vacuum seal it after you freeze it, obviously. So you freeze it, then vacuum seal it, right? Because you can't vacuum seal it while it's liquidy, right? Yeah, it's got to be. So you have to freeze it. So strawberry. So you freeze it, and then I guess you pop them out of the freezer and then vacuum seal them, and then that way you can drop them in hot. And then you can drop it in hot water and boil it back to life instead of microwaving it back to life.
oh, that makes sense because I've got a vacuum sealer. Hell yes.
Because then you can just throw your little bag in the boiling water, so that way you don't have to worry about the microwave getting it all mushy and dry and shit. You can actually get like fresh
Watering it down and shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna order them now. I'm gonna give Dexter his medication. I'm gonna lay in bed and order these damn things because of Vidal. Fucking Vidal.
Yeah.
Fucking Vidal. Vidal don't show her ass for how long, and then she shows up screaming soup cubes. And who knew her and Strawberry Douche spent the last 5 minutes talking soup cubes. Throw them both in jail.
I'll make me some redneck ones with like some Cool Whip bowls and shit, you know.
Vidal, I made a huge.
I go to the dollar store and get those little containers.
Yeah, so Vidal made a huge batch of bechamel sauce, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do it for the bolognese stuff like even. Oh, you know, you can't really put lasagna. Lasagna wouldn't make sense because you could just freeze that as squares. But yeah, I'm gonna like literally sit there and think like, what can I put in these damn soup cubes? Maybe I'll just start making soup cube. I'll start making soup cube videos.
I love your videos when you were cooking. The times that you've done it.
Belinda,
I love that shit.
Belinda, if you could see, I'm gonna send you a picture, and you better not share it with nobody. I have not shaved in weeks. I mean, depression hit hard. I mean, I had no motivation. My kitchen was a disaster zone. Okay, so let me tell you how nasty I got. Ready? Let me tell you for all the haters out there to gloat. So on that Monday that I told you that his mouth started bleeding,
yeah,
that night I made a tomato soup. And we made grilled cheese. We made like gourmet grilled cheese, like ham and cheese, and then because we do that Game of Thrones thing. So that was Monday the third, whatever the day after the Super Bowl was, second or third. That was Monday. Okay. I didn't wash those dishes. I feel so embarrassed even my kid because I wasn't eating. Hold on, I'm looking at the calendar. So I made February 2nd. When his mouth started bleeding, I made the tomato soup and grilled cheeses. I washed those dishes on Thursday, February 12th. 10 fucking days, Belinda. My sink just sat there. My floor was filthy. And I literally said to my sister, I said, she's like, why do you want to go through all this trouble this week? And I said, because honestly, it will force me to get off this couch. It will force me to clean. And I have to it'll force me to go to normal because I can't just sit here anymore. And I would look at the kitchen, and I'd be like, I should probably clean. Yeah. But then I would think my poor buddy's in the ER. I can't think of anything else. So he came home on the 11th, and on the 12th I was like, okay. I put him on his little bed on the couch because he was still kind of weak, and he watched me, and I finally cleaned my kitchen because knowing people were coming over that weekend, which was last weekend, gave me the motivation to actually And I told my sister, guess what I just cleaned? I was like, I just cleaned the tomato soup container. She was like, from last fucking Monday? I said, yes. I'm shocked I'm not crawling with cockroaches.
Shit happens.
Shocked.
It's not fucking, We've seen worse on the internet, GG. So,
So my beard is like ridiculous. My hair is a fucking mess. I saw
have
my
you been
dad.
taking showers?
The showers. I think at one point I went 3 days without.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I
Hey,
ended up taking one is because I had to go to the ER to go see him, and I was like, I can't go there looking like this. I look a hot fucking
yeah,
mess.
I've been there. We've all fucking been there. It's,
It was bad, but it was
you know, at
bad.
least you had something going on. A lot of people don't even have. They're just like, that's. I just get that way sometimes.
It was bad. So I was like, everybody come over, I'm cooking, and I mopped my floor, and I felt so good because Dexter was home, and he's still up and down with the pancreatitis, but we've had 2 good days, so hopefully we continue on. But yeah, so it was bad. Like my kitchen sink, all of it. My bed wasn't made. I couldn't even like get off the couch. I just couldn't eat.
Yeah,
It was bad.
yeah. We've all fucking been there. I'm sure everybody in the chat's fucking been there, or the majority. But people on the internet, they will say, "I've never done that. Did you
Yeah,
hear?
okay,
Oh
sure.
my
I
god,
don't give a fuck.
yeah, what? Shut up."
And I'm asking you this right now for those of you who have been messaging me and who watch this replay. Don't send me anything, please. This needs to be a starting point for me to going forward, to leave all of this shit behind for me, for Dexter, positive vibes only. And I'll do the Rachel Reacts thing because that's not really like related to like, exposing assholes. I don't want to, just don't show me shit, please. I don't want to know. Like somebody showed me the Hocus Pocus thing. Well, they sent it to me like 2 days ago and I just happened to see it. And I was just like, I just don't send me shit anymore. I don't want to hear it, please. I don't care. I don't care. Please. Thank you.
What were they sending you? Now I'm nosy. See, I gotta know.
Just
Been crazy?
just the craziness. Just the craziness about how I'm in hiding and I'm afraid of this. And I'm just
Oh,
I just leave me the fuck alone.
you're
Just do another line, fuck another John, and leave me the fuck alone. I don't care enough about you. I
the
cannot,
line. OD. Nobody gets a phone.
because when you start giving them this much attention too, you're telling them you care more than you do, and I don't think I can care any less than I do right now about any of these people.
Yeah.
No matter what they do, no matter what they say, I could not care any less. Is that what I said? I meant to say could not care any less. Like
I
I am
always
at
get it
the
mixed up. People say I couldn't care less, but whatever.
yeah. I could not wait. Yeah, I couldn't care less because if you say I could care less, that makes no sense. You got to say could not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't care less. There's nothing that any of these people can say at this point that I'm interested in. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I need to focus on. I want to focus on this channel. I want to build something new. I want to put some good effort and positive energy in. I have this income and I'm blessed. It's not that like this what happened with Dexter isn't going to put me in the poorhouse, but it was a lot. It was a lot. Like it was a lot. It wasn't just like yeah, it wasn't just your dog gets sick and then you have to put your dog down and then it's like $1,000 later. This was like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and he stayed in the ER Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, 5 nights in an emergency room for a dog. Like just imagine.
And that's
that.
probably at least $1,000 a night right there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll give you a total privately. It was a lot.
You're gonna make me have a heart attack in private. Great.
And I told my sister, I was like, listen, I've got YouTube and I will just, if he's got a chance, I will just start YouTubing more. I've got this thing sitting here. I can stream multiple nights a week. I can start having fun again. And I'll just throw all my AdSense, anything I make, memberships. And God bless you members who have still stayed. I appreciate all of you. Why you guys, some of you haven't canceled yet. I thought I'd come back to 0 members and there's still like a good number of you still sitting there. So bless your hearts for continuing to support me when I provided you absolutely nothing. But that's going to change because we got bills to pay.
And if you think about it, we're kind of wasting an opportunity too, because there's so many people out there that are on just wanting to get monetized on YouTube. They just want to get fucking monetized on YouTube.
Yeah.
And here we're monetized, and it's like, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're doing good, and I know they're trying to get your attention, and you have ignored it all, and you are thriving and doing lovely in Krama, and I wish I could stay as interested in that, but it's not. I tried it and I loved it in the beginning. I thought the BJ stuff was so fun. Now I'm like, I don't care about that bitch either anymore.
Yeah, you lost interest pretty quick.
I did.
But that's more. I think it's more of a woman's community, if you will.
Well, I don't think it's any different than Chantal. I don't know. Like, I just felt like I was.
Well, maybe that's the problem. I think that might have been the problem too. It's like this is Girl World all over again, just new characters.
By my 4th or 5th BJ stream, I was like, okay, like I feel like I'm repeating myself now. Like, we get it. She falls asleep. She ignores her kid allegedly. Like, I just felt like I was saying the same thing over and over again. And like you listen to everything. Like, you like doing that. Like you like listening to Beach throughout the night, and you're well prepared for your streams.
I won't say I like it.
No, but you do good at it. Like you know, like Beach is on TikTok, you listen, so you don't have to rely on other people's content to stream about BJ because you're hearing it yourself. And I had to constantly rely on Cromer Reels, Olap, and because I don't have the energy to sit there and listen to it. I just don't care what BJ has to say. I just don't. And I'm glad you're doing great. I wish I could get into it, but I just don't care enough.
Last night, do you remember the reaction Queen Bee, that channel?
Yeah.
She was part of Cromer. So BJ went up on her panel last night, so that was a whole situation.
I saw that this morning. You were streaming about it, right?
And then Clue went up, and oh my.
I have a question. So I know things went south with Jay. But I saw the other day you had her in a title, so it's really that bad. Like you don't even like that's it. Like you don't even talk to her Jay for justice anymore. Like it's done.
Yeah, well, I'd never really talked to her on a personal level to begin with, but she come to find out she was using all kinds of sock accounts to go around and call everybody trash and losers and then basically kissing their ass. You know, girl world shit. Pretty much the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
But she
Jay, if you're listening, I got nothing against her.
Called Queen Bee a snake in a chat under her real. She thought she was under her sock account, but she was on her real account.
Oh shit! So she was talking about the reaction channels too. Well, shit.
Yeah. Wow. And talking mad shit about everyone while kissing everybody's ass when she'd go live, which that's how it fucking goes. It's always that fucking way. But admittedly, I still watch her because Jay is good at true crime coverage. Just covering like actual true crime. You know what I mean? Not this drama bullshit. Because have you heard what's her name? Savannah Guthrie's mother?
Yes. How can I not
have kidnapped or something?
Yes. How can I not have heard everybody?
So, yeah, I know. So, Jay has been covering that, and I've been listening at it because she does a damn good job doing that. But why she tends to lean back over into Chrome, I don't. It's addictive, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and even when I was doing it, like a lot of people who are here are like, we don't like this either. So, and it was fun in the beginning, but once I caught up, I was like, I don't care about this either anymore. So I think I just need to. I think my forte is just bouncing around, finding things to roast, people to roast. Like I'll never forget when I found those twins, and I reacted to them.
God,
and they emailed me, and they were so happy because they were like, "You were the first person," like because they get made fun of a lot, like mukbang videos. And they're like, "You were the first person who reacted to us, and you weren't like you were actually kind to us." Like that's what I miss doing, showing everybody that you can come on here. Be funny. You don't have to be nasty about it. And I know that people can continue with my imaginary nastiness on sock accounts and farms accounts. Fine. If you need to believe that to justify your own shitty behavior, continue to believing it. But the rest of the sane population, that's what they enjoy. Not everybody wants hate content. Not everybody wants to hear, I hope this person, passes away. Not everybody wants that. Yeah. I want to go back to giving that to people where they could say, you know what, I may not particularly like this person, but I like that I can laugh at them without having to be irrationally angry about it. That's what I miss, and that was my strength. So I got to get back to doing shit like that.
Whatever happened to those twins?
One lost a lot of weight. The other one lost kind of a lot of weight. And now they do a lot of vlogs. I haven't talked to them, but I still watch them. They go to Florida a lot. They just did like a Florida Christmas vlog. One of them lost a lot of weight. Marlene
Did they have a gastric bypass or whatever? Or?
I don't know. No, I don't know if it was Ozempic or dieting. I didn't watch like how they did it, but I mean like Marlene is like a third of her size. Like she's
really?
I mean, Belinda, I was like, oh, do you remember what they used to look
Your
like?
stream kept us up. Yes.
All right, hold on.
They were huge.
I'm gonna get a picture.
They were big and y'all.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a picture.
But sweet though.
Oh, I loved
Didn't
reacting
they
to
used to
them.
do each other's nails and stuff?
Yes, and they used to tell stories about going to Wendy's and they used to have the best fucking story times, and we used to have so much. And I was a mod for them for some time, and it is what it is. Oh, Olap's live. Oh, Olap's got a premiere going on. I didn't realize
what
that.
is it?
It says Puddin tatted on me. I don't know who that is. I haven't watched anything.
Oh, fucking comment. Never mind.
All right, always together 26. Let me try to find a picture of them so you can see. I mean, it is like I'm like, who is this woman? Always together 26 YouTube. If I put the word YouTube out, okay. I'm trying to find a good one where I was just like, okay, here we go. I mean, just wait until you see. I mean, Belinda, you're actually gonna be shocked when you see this. Hold on. So those of you who remember always together 26, if you haven't seen them in a while, this is, I don't know how old this photo is, but it's Darlene on the left, Marlene on the right. Get ready, because you're going to be like, what? Share screen, window.
No.
Yes. Right?
No.
Yeah? That's Marlene on the right. Oh yeah, Olap's been Strawberry. Olap left Twitter, but Olap hasn't been on Twitter. But Olap's been uploading constantly. Like Olap's, I just don't think Olap wanted to deal with certain people directly. And who the fuck blames her? Like again, it goes back to at some point you leave the trash in the dumpster where the trash belongs. So I think Olap was just focusing on her channel. But Olap's been doing stuff on YouTube. But isn't that crazy? Like look, it doesn't even crazy.
Can you show everybody a before picture for those that may not know? Because that, especially that young lady on the right there, holy crap, she is.
Let me see. Let me see if I can.
Tiny. They were always so pretty and just so entertaining. To me, I always like to watch them too.
So I'm trying to find like 5, 6. Okay, so this one. Okay, so this was 5 years ago. Oh, shit, sorry, that was really loud. I know you probably couldn't hear it, but everyone else did.
I don't know.
This was them in right around the time I was reacting to them. Sorry about the headphone users just now. My apologies. All right, so this is them right now. I mean, this was how they used to be. How do I get rid of this? Stop screen, share screen, window. This is what this is when I used to react. This is when I used to react to them. 5 years ago. Damn. Crazy, right?
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, even Darlene on the left has lost weight as well, but her sister Marlene on the right, like,
damn.
I mean, shit, like so much weight.
Oh my god! And I gotta admit, the food that they're eating right there looks
delicious. They're so good. But then I was just thinking, damn, and I think I might have reacted to this video. I'm not sure. Because my mouth is watering right now. I don't know if that's bacon or what the fuck that is. I'm like, is that bacon? Is that prosciutto? What is that?
Is it a taco? I thought it was a taco salad or something. That's what it looks like. But I'm on my phone. So.
I can't tell what the thing is like here. Oopsie. I can't tell what the thing is here, but oh my goodness. But yeah, anyway. But like that's just the stuff I used to love having fun doing. So that's what I'm gonna start looking. I'm gonna start going on the hunt of things to react to. And maybe products to review, and then I'm going to. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish Rachel Reacts, just because I might make that one public again, and then I'll react to that.
Olaf is very good at finding trash bags on the internet.
So I think that's my plan. I think that's my plan is to just start finding things to do, and then maybe just kind of like rebrand the channel, like reactions, reviews. And stuff, you know, like just do reactions and reviews. So I might add that to my banner, reactions and reviews, so that way people aren't confused. And I just think like I have so many live streams. It was just also, like I said, it was too confusing. Hours-long live streams of calling out all these garbage cans. It's not going to make sense if I want to start doing other things. So
I need to go through my channel and make it look better and more organized and more. Put things on playlists and stuff like that makes things easier for people to find and stuff. Mine's just thrown up there and it's just all fucking shit.
I was good with playlists when I first started, and then I don't know what happened, and I just stopped putting things in playlists after a while. and now things are just out
I
there
always do.
unorganized.
I'm the opposite. I've got too many fucking things in playlists that don't belong there, you know? So,
Yeah.
like, oh, crap. I need to do something different.
Kate.
Great.
Kate says I should start a Madden channel.
Yes.
Speaking of, I don't even know what that
Speaking of
trash
that.
bag. I don't even know what that trash bag's been up to. But Belinda last week was like, "You should go live and drag Garlic Bread." I was like, "Belinda, I physically don't have I don't have the capacity for it anymore. I
But I
don't."
love your garlic bread reactions.
I know.
Because I can't watch him by myself.
That's
He
not
gives me,
things.
he's something about that motherfucker that's creepy as fuck, and I do not like.
But he's creepy. I mean, what else?
Absolutely not.
There's something. I'll tell you what it is. He's just a creepy motherfucker. And again, what else is there to say about him at this point? He still is promoted by certain creators. He still has a fan base. There's nothing you can expose about that guy that will change things. Although,
yeah, nobody's going to believe it anyway.
Yeah, no, they don't believe it. He tells them, no, it's not true. And these people just hate Chantal so much. They're like, okay, we believe you. Like, what's the fucking point? What's the point?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll be back, I'm sure. Hopefully, maybe in a couple days with the Rachel Reacts Part 2. And then I'm going to start on the hunt of, like, maybe, I don't know, things to just start reacting to, or maybe different products to, like, try. Maybe I'll do food reviews in the car. I just want to do a bunch of different things on this channel. But I know that I don't want to waste it on trashy people anymore. I just don't want to do that anymore. What's Oscar's problem? What's he want?
He's been a fat ass and wanting a fucking treat. See? That's what he does.
Well, just ignore it. I've been ignoring Daisy's ass, and she's just like,
You can't. You won't ignore him.
What do you feed him food-wise, like, for his meals?
He likes kibbles and bits, so he gets like a cup of that a day. Divided it like half cup in the morning, half cup in the evening. And then I usually keep some out all the time. I'm one of those. So he just gets it as he wants it, whatever.
Oh, no, that's the worst thing you can do, I heard.
I know.
That's the worst thing
you
can
treats.
do.
He loves those fucking old bacon strips. But his favorite treats are duck jerky, period. You ever seen that? The bags of duck jerky or whatever?
I have a chicken jerky one that I buy. I forgot the brand name.
Oh, he loves that too.
Chicken jerky. I'm keeping those because that shit was expensive. But instead of giving them one each, like I said, I cut them in half and then I cut the half in half.
Yeah.
And just like the little treat. But the majority of their treats have been lean treats and like just healthy things because I'm looked at Dexter. I said, look, motherfucker, after all the money I just spent to keep you alive, we are going to do everything in our power now to get you a healthy diet and
don't you die, motherfucker.
keep you around as long as possible because
I know they're not good for him, but he likes the vegan strips, so that's what he's wanting right now. Like, he'll come in here and sit because he's got like his little bowl that I keep his treats in with a little collar, little bone on it, doggy treat, whatever. He'll come there and sit, the GG, and it's in the kitchen. And if I don't get up and he's like howling, barking. He'll come back to the living room, bark at me, go back to the kitchen, sit there and howl. Like, howl. Oh.
So while he was in the ER, it was just me and Daisy. And I was giving her extra stuff out of like kind of guilt because I just felt bad that you want to know what the worst part is? I would constantly grab two. And I'd have to because subconsciously I would grab two of everything, and then I'd start walking towards the living room and I'd say fuck, and I'd go back and put the other one. But now that he's home, it's like I don't want him because if I start giving her stuff, he's gonna be like what the fuck. So I'm like it's just easier if I gotta deprive him. Bitch, you're getting deprived too. But like I said, she loves that damn bag of food that I bought, the Royal Canin low fat GI. I mean,
you don't have to send it. Send me a photo.
You gotta get you need a prescription for it. You got to see your vet, and your vet will write you a thing. But then you can buy it at PetSmart. I bought mine at PetSmart, but you need to show an ID. It's prescription only.
Hold on, do I have a prescription for fucking dog food?
For that type of dog food, yes. It's just a paper your vet will give you that says low canine, low GI, whatever, and then you bring it. Like I brought mine to PetSmart, and they give you a little card. And now when I buy it, I have to show the card, and they input the number in. And it's prescription.
Why is it not an option for all dogs though? That's stupid.
Because your doctor has to prescribe it to your dog. I don't know how. I don't any vets in the chat? I don't know why they do that. So so now, because I don't want him feeling left out, I'm leaving her ass out. But every time I was giving him his little crunchy bits, which I didn't think he was gonna like at all, and he just fucking devours them. She was like staring at me, and I'm like, you know what? Let's see if you like this too, because I mean, yeah, it's expensive, I guess, but she needs to lose weight anyway. So I put a little in a bowl, and that bitch, I mean, she just, and I was like, oh, okay, looks
really?
like that's your new food too. So the Fresh Pet, what I've been using that for, because they're balls, I've been shoving the pills in the balls and putting them on top of the dry food. So that's how Dexter's getting his pills, because he eats the Fresh Pet on top of the dry food, because you can't put the pill in the dry food.
Oscar will not. Absolutely, I don't give a fuck if you put a pill in something like a hot dog or something like that. He'll eat the hot dog and spit the fucking pill out.
He does that with some stuff, but the pill pockets make them in. And then if I wrap it in the Fresh Pet ball and I put it on top of the dry food, he just inhales the food so quickly that I don't think he realizes the ball has a pill in it, and it'll just all goes down. I also bought a pill shooter.
I even tried to put his pills in a little, like a real bacon strip, like roll it up, because he loves fucking bacon.
Who doesn't?
It's got bacon on it, bacon around. Exactly. He's gonna eat it. No, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
I also bought a pill shooter. Did you ever see a pill shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Are they?
It's this long plastic tube with a plunger on the end, and you shove your pill into one end, and then you put the tube into his mouth, and then you push the plunger down, and it shoots the pill down his throat. Belinda, the last 2 weeks of my life have been hell. I mean, it was worth it because he's over here snoring next to my feet, and like I wasn't ready yet. Like, I know he was sick, but I was like, I know you'll never be ready, but I was like, I know it's not his time. I'm not ready yet. And I was like, I know. So that's why I was just like, just fucking do what you got to do. And they kept calling me, would you like us to give him a plasma bag? I said, yes. Don't even fucking ask me. Just do it. And thank God last Tuesday, his platelets were like, hello, 47,000. And now he's got, Monday morning was 520,000. So over 500,000 platelets this motherfucker generated.
His platelets went up and your bank account went into the negative.
Sure the fuck did. Well, no, I'm earning a lot of flight points at least. So I was like, at least I'll go somewhere nice this summer, hopefully, on a flight. But I'll have to go visit somebody who I can stay with at their house, because like, I ain't getting no hotels. So
take a tent.
Well, no, I was saying I might go to California maybe this summer and just use the points, because I stay at my friend's house because she's got a beautiful house there. So I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. I've racked up so many flight points this last 2 weeks. I'll just go somewhere.
There's nothing that says you have to have a vacation either. Like, sometimes it's okay to stay home.
Yeah, I know, but I was just saying, like, it's like a silver lining. If I'm gonna spend all this fucking money, at least I can get something. I get something positive out of it, which is hopefully a free flight to like Orange County. Eating vlogs, but they don't do peanut butter yogurts. They don't fuck with any of that. They do not. What else? Hold on. All right, they've never liked peanut butter. They've never liked yogurt, stuff like that. It has to be either shoved down his throat, or I have to like give him one treat and then give him a second treat, and then he gets confused and doesn't realize the second treat has the pill, and he'll eat it. But yesterday he kept spitting out his Pepto-Bismol treats.
Our dog or something, because no.
Yesterday he kept spitting his Pepto-Bismol treat out of his treat, so I had to go get the pill shooter, which is the plastic thing, and I had to shoot it down his throat. I was like, sorry buddy, like, you need this shit. Literally. you need this shit.
Me and Oscar would be fist fighting if I had to do that to him. There's no way in hell. Absolutely not.
It's not easy.
It's gonna take 3 people.
My fingers had little white
marks. Him down.
Like, I'm dreading when this is over. I'm gonna have to go make that slurry, and I'm gonna have to hold his mouth open and shoot it into his cheek, and he bites on my finger, and I'm dreading doing it, but I guess we have to keep doing it for now.
Oscar will fucking nail my ass. He don't give a fuck.
Yep. It's not fucking easy, but I gotta do it. So hopefully I won't have to do it much longer. It all depends on his prednisone levels.
So is he gonna be like this isn't a disease he's going to be like cured from, right? Like this is
It can go in remission.
something he's wrong with.
2/3 of dogs go into remission. 1/3 of dog, there's relapses. But my understanding is that if there's a relapse, he just increases the pills again, and then we have to. The biggest problem he had was his mouth bleed, because he lost blood so quickly that the reason. So what the transfusion is for is the transfusion just is a band-aid to buy you time. They give you transfusion to keep the dog alive, to give the immune suppression pills time to work. That's you literally are only given the transfusion to give the pills time to work. But because he lost so much blood in his mouth, we lost a lot of time because he lost all that blood in 3 days. Now, double-edged sword.
Coming from a cut in his mouth or whatever. I'm glad. I'm kind of glad it happened.
Well, double-edged sword. If he had never cut his mouth, he could have slowly bled to death without me ever knowing. He could have literally just died, and I would have been like, my dog is dead, and they would have been like, oh my god, he bled internally to death, and we never would have known. So it worked out for the best that his mouth started bleeding when it did, because we would never have known he had that disease if it had not.
Yeah.
Because he has so much fur, nobody would have noticed the little pinpricks of bruising in his body because he was acting normal. Yeah. And the bleeds were micro bleeds all through his body that like they were not, his energy was fine, his appetite was fine, but sooner or later he would have lost so much blood and he would have suddenly gotten sick and died, and then they would have realized, oh shit, your dog had ITP. So literally the mouth bleed probably ended up saving his life, but it made it more urgent because if they found it without the mouth bleed, we would have had all this extra time to I wouldn't have needed the ER because he would have kept his appetite. We could have gotten the pills down his throat, but he lost so much blood in 3 days that he lost his appetite. He was anemic. He needed blood transfusions.
Well, he was almost dead.
The what?
So he was almost dead. So what are the chances that Daisy might have it as well?
I mean, that's something that we looked for, and she had her follow. When was her physical? Was on Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Monday. This last Monday, and they did her blood work and stuff. And she's a fatty. She has to lose weight, and her thyroid is overacting. But that's her biggest problem. But the doctor was like, getting her on that low-fat diet with Dexter should help her as well. So just give it to her as well. So hopefully that'll fix it. But I don't know what the chances are for her getting it too. But they said based on her weight, they're surprised that she didn't actually get it because usually it's a female dog thing. So they were like, we're kind of surprised that Dexter's the one who got sick because she's the heavier female and she doesn't have it. So
if a dog is overweight, does that increase their chance?
I don't think that matters, but I guess an overweight female dog, because she's 17 pounds and I guess she should be like 13, so she's not like 10 pounds. She's 4 pounds overweight, but I guess for a dog of her size, it's still heavy. I don't fucking know. But we did her thing, and they were like, she's got an overactive thyroid and she's fat, but other than that, they're not seeing anything crazy going on. So they were like, get her on that diet with Dexter and let's see if she can lose some weight. I said, all right.
Yeah. Cool.
So the mouth thing made things critical, but they made things evident. Like we would never have known he even had a problem had it not. So it's just like, it sucks that all this happened, but it was a blessing in disguise because had they never noticed he had this disease, he'd slowly die in front of me and I would never fucking know. Yeah. It's terrible. Terrible. So if you have a dog, check your dog for like spotting. If you see little pinpoint bruising, ask your doctor about it. What are the chances? And apparently this breed is more susceptible to it. So next time you see your vet, be like, hey, I heard about this thing called ITP. And by the way, humans get it too. This is not just a dog disease. Humans get ITP.
Oh, fuck.
My neighbor had it when she was in high school.
Oh, my God.
And if anybody watches The Pit, there was an
episode.
Is
it contagious or is it just something that
happens? It's just something that happens. Your immune system turns on itself. It's the exact same thing that happens. As a human, your immune system could start attacking your platelets. Oh. Yep. If anybody here watches The Pit. Oh, you
tell me about that show, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's an episode of The Pit with a little girl, and the doctor suspects abuse. That's all I'm going to say. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that's what Dexter had. If any of you have watched the show, that's exactly what Dexter had, was what that little girl had. Crazy. And I just watched that episode a week before all this happened. And my vet was like, do you watch The Pit? I said, I love that show. They were like, your dog has what the little girl... And I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh my God, that's right. Because in the episode, they talk about her platelets being down. They talk about her immune system attacking itself. I'm like, shit, that is exactly what... Meanwhile, Dexter had it the whole time. I had no fucking clue.
Yeah,
Right,
crazy.
Bubba? So, anyways, all right. I
Right.
think I've talked enough. I'm gonna go put him outside. Oh God, shove this slurry down his throat. Get bit 5
I'll be
times.
praying for you.
You what?
I'll be praying for you. How much longer has he got to be on that, you think?
We don't know. Hopefully not too much longer. She said maybe we can get rid of it soon, but they lowered his prednisone from 15 to 10, so hopefully that's less irritating on his stomach. See, Earthy
Yeah,
knew
I don't know
somebody.
if
Earthy knew someone close to her that had ITP many, many years ago. It was a rough 4 years, so I'm very familiar with it. Yeah, it's humans get it too. It's crazy.
yeah.
What were you saying?
Um, I don't know if dogs are like humans, but I know when Junior has to have the high dose of steroids, he also has to take insulin because it shoots the beatus up.
Well, because of his
Prednisone does.
Cushing's, so it's so complicated because of his Cushing's. But the doctor explained it to me that this might actually be a good thing for his Cushing's because the steroid acts as an anti. How the fuck did he explain it? His heavy dose of steroids might actually work in his favor when it comes to the Cushing. I don't know. He gave me this whole fucking. I said, listen, bitch, just do
Yeah,
what you got to do. Tell me what I got to give him. I'm not trying to get my veteran's degree right now. My vet degree. Just fucking tell me what
yeah,
veterinarian. Just tell me
yeah.
whatever. But of course, this might actually help his Cushing's in the long run. This heavy dose we're doing of
Hmm.
steroids. So I don't fucking know how that works.
I've never heard of a dog having Cushing's disease.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I've never
Yeah,
heard of
look
that
it up. It's just pretty much.
until
It's kind of like
Dexter.
diabetes for dogs. If you
Hmm.
notice your dog is drinking a lot of water, peeing a lot, just like in humans. When humans are very thirsty, they pee a lot, they end up with diabetes. It's pretty much what Cushing's is for dogs.
Hmm.
Bye, Earthy. I mean, bye, Eden. Um,
Bye.
so, all right. Yeah, I've had enough. I'm going to go. Hopefully, in a couple days, I'll be back with Rachel Reacts. I want to get back into like the groove of reacting to things. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to react to next. Members, I'm going to try to do start doing more members only stuff, whether it's pre-recorded videos, members only streams. Bear with me. But I'm at a point where I have no choice. I have to start utilizing this platform and start making some money on it so I could start throwing money at these veterinarians who saved my Dexter's life. Oh, I didn't even tell you the best part. So that's what I want to say. So the ICU I went to an hour away, they have a whole wall that says our donors, and it's all pictures of dogs and cats, and it has their name, and it says donor sense, and it has the year, and people bring their animals in to give blood. So one of those dogs saved my Dexter's life, and I was like, please, if you guys know where that blood came from, can you please reach out to them? They're like, yeah, we can identify the owner. I was like,
Oh my
tell them I said thank you for saving my dog's fucking life.
Oh my God.
And
I didn't know that.
yep, and they work with a local school the school kids write get well messages. So when I went to pick him up last Wednesday, they were like, here you go, this was hanging in his cage. It was a cartoon drawing that said,
God,
you're sick, hope you feel better. And I'm just like,
yeah, I'd have been bawling
it
there.
was
But I had never
crazy.
thought about taking your dog to donate blood, but it makes sense because there are dogs out there like
Well,
Dexter who needs blood transfusion. So that's
my
I'd never even thought
friends
of that. It's
my
not like you can give them
friends
human blood.
my friend's sister is a vet tech, and she brings her dogs in every couple months, and they all give blood because she works at an ER in Tampa, and all her dogs give blood that they store for other dogs who need it. I just never even thought about that. I said to the vet, I said, where's he getting a blood transfusion from? They were like, other dogs. I said, wait a minute, what? And then when I went to the ER down south, the whole wall was filled with pictures of donors
Yeah.
since 2024, and it has a picture of them sitting looking all cute, and it has their name on a plaque underneath. And I was like, whoever dog saved my life, please reach out to that owner and tell him I said thank you, because he reacted so well to that blood. Whoever's blood that was, he didn't reject it, because there's always a chance of rejection like humans. He did not reject it. He took it all. God bless that dog, whoever the dog was. So yeah, something to think about. If you have a dog, you should look into see if your blood can give if your dog can give blood donations. Obviously, mine can't now because he's a hot mess. But had I known they could do that when they were younger, I totally would have done that.
Could Daisy do it?
Oh, Daisy's a fat ass. I don't know if they want her blood. Her blood's probably maple syrup. I love her to death, but cheese. Her blood's probably maple syrup at
They
this
take
point.
my blood, and I'm a fat ass, So when I donate,
Well, they won't take my blood because I'm a homosexual, but that's a whole nother fucking problem. That's a whole nother fucking story.
I'm serious.
Yep, because I didn't know 25 years ago, actually longer than that, my early 20s, I went to go give blood. And there was a questionnaire that said, have you had sex with a man since 1977? So I said, of course. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I did not know. And they were like, we can't
Yeah.
take your blood. I said, why? They were like, because you've had same-sex sex, whatever, same-sex, whatever, with a man since 77, after the AIDS pandemic. I said, okay. I said, but wait a minute. I said, if I came in here right now with track marks on my arm and I told you I was fucking all night on the street corner for $1.95 Canadian dollars, you would take my cash, my blood. She goes, yes, we would, because we were tested. I said, hold on. I said, so you'll test high risk blood, but you won't test my blood because I'm gay. And they were like, it's against the law. It's against policy. And let me tell you, I got a letter in the mail shortly after that from the Red Cross, or whatever the fuck, what is the Red Cross blood, whatever, that said, I am banned for life for giving blood. I cannot attempt to give blood. If I attempt to give blood, I will get in trouble. So I called and said, question, can I still get blood if I need it? They were like, you can. I said, that's all I got to know. Bye, bitch. I'll keep my blood. Click. Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
is.
Yep. It's nuts, isn't it? Like, my perfectly good blood, they don't want it.
Head out the road out here could go donate blood.
Yep.
Couldn't they just check you and see if you have AIDS, and then if you don't, okay, he's good to go?
They said I'm high risk. I said, but you're telling me I'm more high risk than a sex worker coming off the street with needle marks on her arm? They were they were like, technically you are considered higher risk than that. I said, okay, as long as I can get blood. I said, as long as I can get blood, fuck you, I'll keep my blood. So bye.
I had no idea that was like that. That's so I don't know what you call it. There's a word for it, but
this was 2000 and
besides that, but it's
it was about 2005, I think. It was 2004, 2000. It was right after college. It was 04, 05 when I got banned. Yep. And then like a week later, the letter came in the mail, and it was a formal ass letter. You're banned for life. Do not attempt to give blood. You will get in trouble. And I was like, all right, fuck you. Just as long as I can get blood, fuck you.
Yeah, but those rules need to change. That's ridiculous.
They tried to change it, but it doesn't. Unless I've missed a memo that it's been changed, but they've tried to do it and it doesn't change. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Discriminatory. That's what I'm looking for.
Yep.
That's discrimination, period.
Kate says I can donate my swimmers and get my sweet revenge at society. Oh, God. We don't need a bunch of GGs.
Yeah. You should do that.
Lauren Antar says they lost change in 2023. Are you sure? But are you sure? I don't think the Red Cross, that's what I don't think the Red Cross still takes it. Hold on. Does Red Cross take gay blood? Is that the right way to say it? All right. Does Red Cross take gay blood? Okay. Apparently Red Cross updated its policies in August 2023. I missed the memo. So they use an individual risk-based assessment for all donors regardless of, so I guess I could go give blood again. I should call. I wouldn't mind giving blood. But when they told me in like 2004, don't you dare try. Well, I mean,
after they did that and sent you a letter, fuck them.
That's true. I wouldn't mind giving blood. I mean, I got that letter 22 years ago, and I was like, whatever. Thanks for the super chat. Dogs over humans. I got to go back to that. Where'd it go? Sorry, shit. And then I'm going to go, where the hell did that super chat go? Oh, here it is. Thanks for the super chat. Sending love for your doggo. Thank you so much. I'm going to use that $10 to buy him some carrot sticks. Because he ain't getting nothing else but carrot sticks. All right.
Oscar will not eat carrot sticks. Absolutely not.
He eats a couple and then he spits them out. But as long as he eats some, I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, Kate, funny you mentioned that. Kate goes, I only donated blood for the cookie and orange juice they give you afterwards. I did say after I was banned, I said, can I at least get the cookie? And they were like, of course. I said, thanks. And I grabbed the cookie and left the little van thing. I was like, whatever, give me the cookie. I want the cookie, bitch. So
it's a one. I'm surprised they gave it one. Did they not have separate cookies for the gays?
They were shaped like penises. It was they were delicious.
We don't want you touching the other cookies. You get these cookies.
You get the special penis cookies that Kate Winslet baked for you. Earthy wants you to go live with her. I think Belinda's all lived out after today, but I'll leave that answer for her. This is Belinda's second live for the day.
I'm probably going to go to bed. I've been going all fucking day today.
Yeah, I'm going to go to bed too. I'm going to go give him his drugs and go to bed. All right, so Rachel Reacts Part 2, which probably makes no sense at this point a month later, but it's going to be more of a to get me back in the swing of things, and I know I got to finish that video. So Rachel Reacts Part 2 in the next couple days, and then I'm gonna shave hopefully get a haircut, and I want to start getting back to pre-recorded content, and then we'll do lives for like TikToks, mukbangs, whatever. So please, a reminder, don't tell me what reaction channels are doing. I don't care at this point. They're all living in their own personal hells they've created, and I am choosing to exit hell stage left and get back to content that not only is fun, but hopefully will help me get some of these bills paid off. And unlike some people, I actually want to put effort into it and earn the money. So expect some high effort content from old Gigi, like the good old days. So stay tuned. For those of you who super chatted, thank you. Members who joined, thank you. Member milestones, thank you. Belinda, you old bitch, thank you for coming on tonight. I know you had a live this morning, but I needed moral support. I didn't feel like coming here talking alone. So thank you for. I know you're tired, so I appreciate it. Thanks, bitch.
Always. All right. Love y'all. I'm checking out. Bye.
Have a good night. I'm not leaving you with any dancing anythings. We're just going to end it here. Have a great night. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Be good to each other, unless whoever you're talking to doesn't deserve it, then fuck them. Just kidding. Maybe not. Bye. See you soon.